What do you have to say to all your supporters out there who've been asking about you?
I don't know. I don't go on the internet.
So what is it that make you want to keep on taking drugs, Bree?
I don't know.
I don't know. How many times have you OD?
Not a lot.
Like how many would you say?
I mean, you wake up, right? We all wake up.
Are you?
I don't know. I don't want to be saying that and then.
Are you afraid of dying, Bree?
No.
You have any message
Unless
you want to?
it's gonna hurt.
Oh yeah, unless it's gonna hurt.
I know it is gonna hurt.
Has anything bad happened to you recently out here in Kensington?
A couple of bad things.
Can you tell us some? What happened?
No.
Just one, please.
This girl chased me down the street, and then she punched me in the back of the neck. And all I was trying to do was walk away from her. She said I looked at her funny. She said, "Don't look at me like." Oh my goodness. I had a really bad week.
What happened?
Black magic.
Black magic?
Yes.
What do you mean? What type of black magic?
There's this little psychic shop near Allegheny, and someone went there this week because they really wanted me to not make any money, not do anything I'm used to doing. They really wanted to switch it up on me and torture me a little bit.
Torture you?
Without them torturing me at all.
Damn, that's horrible.
It's just like working for 8 hours, but not getting any work, you know?
Yes.
And nobody has any fill-in pay for that. So it's a little bit difficult. This other night, I collapsed right there on Kensington Avenue because I was about to get money, I guess, but I wasn't allowed to get it according to black magic that night. So I wake up in fetal position on Kensington Avenue between two poles.
Wow.
That just wasn't right. But at least they admitted to it the next day.
Who?
They told me that's what they did. Just my friend.
The friends?
My friend, he got a big check and he tried to break up with me the day before so I wouldn't get $1 out of him.
Wow,
Right?
that's not cool.
He doesn't have to rub it in, but...
And you share your money with the person,
Right.
I'm sure, right?
Right. But it's been a difficult summer, so...
Difficult summer?
Yeah, Ebola, and all that.
Yo, what's up, everybody? Mic check, 1, 2, mic check. Can you guys hear me? You know I have to do my mic check, so let me know if y'all can hear me. Oh, guys, I'm here today with a heavy heart. Oh, boy. Okay. Mic check, 1, 2, mic check. We have 684 people in the room. Hit that like for me, y'all. Hit that like for your boy, please. Can y'all hear me, guys? Going down the ladder. Let me know if y'all can hear me, all right, guys? Yo. Shout out to everyone in the building. This is like the first time I had so many people in one place together. That's unity right there, right? If only we could all come together like that to do positive things. Imagine how powerful we will be. Amazing. But yeah, guys, I'm here today with a heavy heart. Ouch. This one is painful. They're all painful, but some just hit harder than others, you know. But first, thank you to everyone for tuning in tonight. I appreciate your time. Thank you for tuning in to AML Films. the voice of the rebels, the loners, and the lost, but never forgotten. If you're new to the channel, please hit that like and subscribe button, guys. That would get our message out there to amplify our message to the world. So, hit that like button for me, guys. All right, let's get into it, guys. I got a lot on my mind right now, so I'm just gonna jump right into it. So 1 second, all right, guys. Let me take myself off the screen right now. Let's talk about what we're gonna talk about tonight. It's brewing. Fire is brewing. Smoke is brewing. Man, when you love somebody who's an addiction, this tonight is for everyone that loves someone who's in addiction. Even if you don't have anyone that's in addiction and you're just here to educate yourself, you're in the right place. But this one goes out to everyone out there who loves someone who has an addiction. It's not an easy thing to love a person who has an addiction. So this one goes out to all the the parents, to all the child, to all the partners out there, the friends, the siblings. This goes out to all of y'all because this is everyone. Everyone suffers. Society suffers. The people who live in the community suffer. Everyone suffer. This is just not the person who's doing the drugs. That's not the only person suffering. Everybody's suffering. The neighborhood suffers. So let's get right into it today, guys. A lot of you may not know about Alyssa's story, about what happened to her recently, because I'm still getting, emails from people asking me what happened to Alyssa, what happened to Bree, and I'm like, oh, you don't know, you haven't been following the community, but a lot of people don't know about the YouTube community, so I have to show some people how to go into the community because that's where I share posts often. But a lot of people don't really know what happened to Alyssa. A lot of people are just finding out that she almost died. So this is just gonna be a little backstory for those people who aren't caught up so they could catch up, all right? So guys, if you're listening right now and you haven't heard about what happened to Alyssa, now is your time. But you can always go back in my catalog and you can see the first video that I did with Justice for Alyssa. Her name is Alyssa. Kensington is Bree, but her real name is Alyssa. But yeah, on the night of June 16th, woman, this is from the news. When the news, reported it, a woman in medically induced coma after being found on fire in Kensington. So this happened on June 16th in the nighttime. Alyssa Morales was found suffering from severe burns on East Tioga Street. That's around the park. Okay, guys, I'm trying to get into this story. Let me see. Hold on. I'm sorry, guys. 1 second, all right? I have to find the news clip for this. Give me 1 second. I'll pull this news clip up. But I appreciate everyone tuning in tonight, guys. Here we go. The first one. So you see this one said woman in medically induced coma after being found on fire in Kensington. That was our girl Alyssa. So the police, Philadelphia police, are investigating after a woman was found on fire in the city Kensington section. Police said 36-year-old Alyssa 36-year-old Alyssa Morales suffered severe burns and is currently in critical condition in a medically induced coma at Temple University Hospital. The incident happened around 12:30 a.m. Friday on 1800 block of East Tioga Street. Action News spoke with Morales' mother, Lee Ann Morales. Wednesday, she said her daughter will be in the hospital for at least 3 months. I like to just hug. I like to just hug you. I like to touch you, and I can't. Leanne Morales said to her daughter. Alyssa, also known as Bree, has burns to over 60% of her body, according to police. They are reviewing video circulating online that shows her clothes on fire. All right, let me go to the next one, guys, so you can read that as I pull up the next clip. Okay, I think this is it right here. Hmm. Okay, let me pull up this news article because I had everything, organized, but you know how the devil like messing with Mal. But read that article for those who tuning in who don't know the situation with Alyssa. On the night of June 16th, she was attacked in Harrogate Park. And the news that was circulating, because I received a video from a friend of mine's, and in the video it shows Alyssa on, she was in a lot of pain. She was on the floor suffering from excruciating pain. You can see her skin was peeling off. It was really hard to even watch the video. Pull up the news article real quick, guys. All you have to do is type in your Google into your internet browser, Alyssa Morales, and the story is going to pop up. So I'm going to continue reading to where I left off at over here. Okay, to say that, okay, Alyssa, also known as Bree, has burned to 60% of her body. According to police, they are reviewing video circulating online that shows her clothes on fire. A witness told police they saw Morales with a man and another woman in an argument before the blaze on Friday. She sees the female that's with, okay, witnesses said she sees the female that's with the guys, spray some type of liquid on towards the male and the female, and that liquid then is lit on fire, said Chief Inspector Frank with the Philadelphia Police Department. So when that happened, the man caught on fire and ran from the scene. When the fire department came to put out the fire, they discover Alyssa with severe burns. So apparently it was some situation that went off in the park, and it was late at night. Who knows what led to that incident happening? But we know our girl Alyssa, she wanted her to fly. So for that to happen, it had to be she had to been targeted. Somebody had to target her and knew what she was afraid of, pain, and they caused severe pain to her because one of her fear is feeling pain. So whoever did that to her was out of hate, pure hatred. So yeah, that's what happened on the night of June 16th. Alyssa was set on fire, and when the fire department came, they thought it was garbage on fire, and I don't know how they thought that it was garbage when the call was made. It was a person on fire. So long story short, her mother Alyssa has been her mother Lee Ann Morales said Alyssa has been battling addiction for 12 years. She kept up with her daughter. Oh, let me see, guys. I want to pull this up so you can read it too. I thought I had everything set up for success. Okay, all right, here you go. So police said, okay, yesterday was okay. her mom. Her mother said Alyssa has been battling heroin addiction for about 12 years. She kept up with her daughter on a YouTube channel called AML Films, watching a video about her life in Kensington. So her mother said yesterday was the day that we were supposed to meet, and it would have been the first time that I saw her physically in about 4 years. Lee Ann also said police said they are hoping to get some leads from people in the area. But that particular area, that park in the nighttime, around midnight, there are individuals that are involved in drug trade, selling drugs, using drugs. There's a lot of prostitution in the area. So we're talking to some of the individuals that frequent the area, said Philadelphia Chief Inspector Scott Small. Police are working to figure out if Alyssa was intentionally set on fire. Police said if they found she was intentionally set on fire, then those responsible can be charged with arson, aggravated assault, and reckless endangerment, among other serious crimes. No arrests have been made as of today. Anyone with information on this case is asked to call the police at 215-686 TIPS. So that's just a little quick, update for those who don't know what happened to, our girl Alyssa. She was attacked on the night of June 16th, and she was set on fire, and she was in the hospital. Nobody knew the situation until that video hit my phone. Once I got the video and I confirmed it was her, I got in touch with her mother. Now her mother didn't know her daughter was in Kensington for about 4 years. She didn't know her daughter was in Kensington because Kensington is a place a lot of people go and hide from their family. They hide from I would say the normal world. They go to Kensington because Kensington, you see how lawless the place is already. So people run to Kensington when they're running away from life. They run to Kensington because you can just survive in Kensington. That's all you're doing is just surviving. So people run to Kensington to survive. So that's what she was at, surviving, until we, the AML family, ran into her and we introduced her to the AML family. That's how come her mother saw her video on. Her mother knew her daughter was alive, and she knew where her daughter was at because of AML Films, because of us. So long story short, her mom, been following her daughter's situation on the internet, and then that happened. So I reached out to the mother because I was in touch with her through Facebook now, and we built a relationship. And I'm like, okay, yeah, this is your daughter's situation. You see how it is. So just do the best you can. Let's see how we can find a solution to helping her out. But the situation with Alyssa, she's a tough case, and she didn't listen. So that what happened to her. Fast forward now, her mother saw the video, and her mother was devastated, as any parent would be if they saw their child in that situation, especially your little girl. Any parent, because at this age right here, she never in a million years thought she was going to be a drug addict in Kensington. Now, almost lost her life. Now she got severe burns from head to toe. She never in a million years thought that was going to happen to her. No one thought that was going to happen to her. But that's the situation with addiction, how evil it is. But that's the little Alyssa right there when she was a young girl. So her mom was very hurt to see her daughter out in a black hole in a very dangerous environment filled with sex trafficking, rape, assaults, and murders. That's the worst place you want your child to be in Kensington. No parent will want their child in that environment, especially on the streets, living with pimps, just surviving. So yeah, her mother heard the situation and we reached out to the hospital. She was in the hospital listed as Jane Doe. Nobody knew who she was in the hospital because she was not talking. But due to, that video hitting my phone and me getting in touch with the family, that's how come she was identified. No longer Jane Doe now. She has a name now, Alyssa. So long story short, the detectives came to few people, asked few people a question, what happened. It was a bunch of different stories circulating online, from different people, but it was never a solid story to the person who did it to her. All we knew, it was a man and a woman that was on the scene. The man got caught on fire, but he was never found, and the lady was never found. People in the area know who did it, but nobody wants to talk because of fear of retaliation. The code of the streets, the no snitching policy in the streets. But when it comes to something like this, you can't, that doesn't apply. What if it was your child? What if it was your parent, your partner, or your sibling? What would you do? Would you keep it? There's no snitching policy? No. So the detective came, talked to people. The case went as far as hitting the commissioner desk because of the AML family. The AML family came together and we got in touch with the news. We got in touch with all news outlet, and the story went viral. It's all over. Once you type Alyssa Morales, her story is all over, and everywhere, in every news article, it has been covered because of us speaking up. So the mom, came to the rescue to be with her daughter in the hospital. Family reunited. It was sad that they had to reunite under such a tragic situation. You'd think it'll be, the other way around, but no, they reunited over something tragic. It took a near death experience for the family to reunite. Okay, right? All is good. She's alive. Amen. She's alive. She's fighting for her life. She's fighting the burns. She's fighting the surgery. She's a warrior. She's a warrior fighting all these different obstacles that in front of her, and she's doing good. We are proud of her. Thanks to the mom. The mom is amazing. She has been keeping us updated on the situation constantly, has been keeping us updated. And I've been letting you guys know when the mom give me, the update, I share it with you guys because we have all built a bond in this community. We are all family over here. So the mom, the mom is amazing for keeping us updated on the situation because a lot of people ask me about her all the time and I'm not there. So thank God for the mom letting us know what's going on with her daughter, how's she's coming along. So that was amazing, right? And we all was very excited from not too not too long ago. The mother made this post about her. Let me pull up the post right now. One second, all right, guys. I told you I'd be set up for success. Then when the show comes on, then things go wrong. So let me pull up this post. Okay, I just had it. One second, guys. Forgive me. Okay, I think this is it right here. Okay, let me pull up this post the mother. This was not too long ago. The mother made this post because she has been keeping us updated. So this was November. Let me go into my phone so I can check it out with you all. Let me see if this is it right here. Okay, yeah, this is it right here. So November, right? Her mother sent out a message to all of us because the mother knows that we care about her daughter. So the mother always, keeping us informed. So the mother said, Alyssa hands are busy. She's working hard at thank you notes and trying to acknowledge as many cards and gifts that she has received. I'm overjoyed that she has a goal in mind. It's hard work, but she's learning as she goes. Sometimes with her right hand, sometimes with her left. She's lucky to still have her right hand intact. She's determined to do it on her own, although I've offered to address them for her. If some get returned, we'll just try again. That just made me smile when I read that part. She's not ready for a picture of her face or body, but she let me get her hands. Baby steps. When we go to the burn clinic, she's got her mask and hoodie on, being sure only her eyes are showing. I try to tell her to love herself as much as I do, but I'm mom. Mom will always feel you're perfect just the way you are. So true. So we're going to the next one. We have a lot of struggles yet to go, a lot of complications in our daily lives. We didn't plan for our making our progress just a bit more difficult to gauge. I'm taking a lot of deep breaths and I'm trying to navigate the best I can. Some days are so hard I do wish for her a do-over. Some days like today, I can't stop holding my breath for a minute or two. I won't lie, all this recovery is so much harder than we ever anticipated, and we have such a long way to go. When I get so tired and worried that I don't know how much further I can go, I look at Alyssa and see how far she's come. We have so much further to go before we can rest a bit. As long as I can keep putting one foot in front of the other, we'll take these baby steps together. She'll get she'll get these thank you notes into a system as time goes on. Baby steps. And that was beautiful reading that, right, guys? When we read that, when we saw that post of her, that give that was so much hope when we read that she was trying, even trying to write you guys back who wrote her. She was trying. And that made, that was like the mother said, baby steps. That was a beautiful thing. So life, day goes on, all is well, everything is good, with Alyssa. We saw that message and we was all happy. And then it goes, let me see this one. It goes into this one. The heartache, the heartbreak, it goes into this one. She said, I did my best. So many sleepless nights, 25,000 miles, at least back and forth on the road. I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm tired. I try. I'm tired down to my soul. I'm sorry. She said, I'm tired. I'm tired down to my soul. So the very core of my being, Alyssa got someone to send her money. She took an Uber to Jacksonville Airport. She's taking a 9:34 p.m. Frontier Airlines flight to Philadelphia tonight. I have no illusions. I know I'll be waiting again for that call. That call you think will be the worst of your life. She can't survive out there on the streets anymore. She has open wounds. She needs surgery. I doubt we will get another chance. I can't chase her as I have responsibilities to other people who depend on me. A 7-year-old and a disabled adult son. We give our all. I can hope. I can care for her wounds. I can scrub her body daily. I can help her dress. I can listen to her and hope she listens to me. I can love her for who she is, no matter how others may see her. I can do all these things, but I can't pull her to me the way her addiction pulls her to the drugs. Mm, so true. The drugs are the demons. That pull is stronger than a mother, stronger than a child, stronger than a family. So strong, you're willing to surrender the most precious gift of life to it. Hmm. I can't compete with this monster called addiction. I can be there to try to pick up the pieces when a battle is lost, and I can hold onto memories when the monster called addiction wins the war. And I'm her mom. I'm always love her. I'm sorry. I'll always love her and care for her when I can. She has her own choices to make and live or die with. She's traveling her road her way. I'm broken down at the stop sign. I'm broken down at the stop sign. If you see her, tell her to get the hell back home. Oh, that just gets sent chills to my body. If you see her, tell her to get the hell back home. P.S. She doesn't have bandages and supplies to change her dressing. So many things to think of when you try to close your eyes. And guys, that was deep. That just that just made me just feel so many chills in my body hearing that from a mother's heartbreak. Because this is what this is, a mother's heartbreak. And you see, the situation. This is this is now the Alyssa. Then after the demon tried to take her life and she went back to it. So many questions I have. I don't know, guys. This is really this is devastating. You start off with a behavior and you never intended that behavior to turn into an addiction. Look at her. She was on the right path to do great things with her life, to be an audiologist. You think that the stuff that happened to her would change her, change her mind? Like, I had a near death experience. You think that would be enough when you have went through that pain of almost dying? You think that would be enough for some people to to say, you know what, that's my wake up call. That's the pain of addiction for you. The mother got another one. So this was from, okay, let me see, guys. It's another one I want to read to y'all. I gotta find it first. Okay. Okay. This was from today. Let me pull it up on my phone so I can read it. So the mother wrote this today. One second. So this was today, 7 hours ago. She said, it's been almost a day now. I start at day one of the old life and count on from there until days turn into weeks, then months. At the year mark, I will no longer count. That's the way it's been these last 12 or so years. The difference is now Alyssa is at her weakest, most vulnerable point. Seems strange to say that about someone who has lived out there for so long. It's her physical vulnerability that makes this time so difficult. Who will change her bandages, keep her wound clean, help her dress, shower? Who will help her to do the drugs she's out there searching for? I'm sure she can find a way to use, but will need help at first. Who will do that? Probably another addict. These thoughts will consume me the first these thoughts will consume me in the first days. The next week I'll have a few hours of peace from them. In a month, maybe more, I'll be able to push them a little further away and just settle back into waiting for the call. That is, if she survived that long out there. I would try to read all comments. I do read all comments. I do read all the messages. I work out responses in my head, but hesitate to respond in real time. People tell me I'm strong, a good mom, a good person. It builds me up. It helps me through the times when the most parents of addicts have to deal with that nagging, wrenching feeling of failure. It's always there, every day. Just one little thing will bring it into your attention in an instant, especially one of those Hallmark ads. I mean, especially one of those Hallmark ads this time of the year. It never really leaves. When Tula woke up today, it was, is mommy mean still gone? So I guess that's Alyssa's daughter, Tula. When Tula woke up today, it was, is mommy still gone? I know this would be the only day she asked. She didn't seem she didn't seem Alyssa since she didn't see Alyssa since she was 2 years old. I have legally adopted her. It was nice to see them together, but I know the mother daughter bond is between Tula and me. Alyssa was a special visitor into our world. It saddened me on one hand and gladdened me on the other. There's such a delicate balance in the heart of a child. There are so many parents of addicts raising their grandchildren and so little help and support for them. I have an advantage in that I was a foster mom for a lot of years. Hold on one second, guys. I'm gonna pull this up so you guys can see what I'm reading. Where is it? Man, I be lost in the sauce. But this is what I'm reading, all right, guys? I guess that's what I was on before. No, this is this right here. Okay, yeah, this is what I was reading. So what I'm trying to put into words is thank you. Thank you for caring and thank you for your words of support. I like to share them with all the families and strong and wonderful parents of addicts who keep moving forward through the little wins and backward steps. There are so many parents, brothers, sisters, aunts, and uncle who also wait every day for the call. I'll still keep updating through posts for anyone who might be interested in the life of an addict's family. I always have hope that she will return. We'll just try a different route on recovery road next time around. We will never give up. Just know that your thoughts and words of encouragement are going out to all of the families of addicts as they try to navigate their lives the best way that they can. They go out to those children, they go out to all those children out there who learn too early and too painfully what the pull of addiction can do. That it is so strong, it can win the battle between the need of the drugs and the love of a child. If you live it, you know the pain. If you're the bystander, be thankful and just be there to listen and not judge. Everyone has to find their own way to navigate this long, lonely road to recovery. Amen. Mom said it the best. I'm just gonna read. So me and the mother talked on Facebook, and that lady is heartbroken. Somebody sent her money. I don't know who it was that sent her that large sum of money. It's probably somebody she was way back in the days when she was in Kensington and got control of her and look, that's what happened. Her mother was hoping for her to stay there at least to the end of this year, but she said Alyssa was just itchy. You know when somebody is itchy? She said Alyssa was very itchy. She said her mother said even though because I told her mother, I said, you're not alone. We're behind you and your daughter. We know that you as a mother, you can't fix your daughter. Nobody can fix your daughter. Only she can fix herself. So the mother did, the mother can do but so much. We can only support the person, but we're not trying to enable the addiction. And that's what we're not trying to do moving forward. We're not trying to enable the addiction. We're just trying to support the person. So, Alyssa, you have an army of people behind you. AML family, please send your prayers. I'm gonna drop this down low for you guys to all my prayer warriors. Pray for our girl Alyssa. Pray for her mom because when a person is in their addiction, is they're not the same person. They are a totally different person. We pray that the time Alyssa was in the hospital and healing to present that thought was going to be away from her, that pull of addiction was going to be away from her. But that just goes to show you how powerful these drugs are. I don't know what the hell they're putting in these drugs nowadays, but these drugs are powerful. So, guys, I just want to read some comments real quick. All right, 1 second. Let me take that off. I just want to read some comments because a lot of people was dropping some positive comments for our girl Alyssa. So I just want to, give. Let's read some comments. All right, guys. So this one is from Tanya Joy. And you can go in the YouTube community section, AML Films YouTube community section, and see all these comments that the wonderful people with compassion have written for the Alyssa, the Morales family. So this one is from Tanya Joy. She said, Alyssa, mom, you have done everything you can. You are absolutely right. That addiction is stronger than the love of a parent. My heart is breaking for you and the rest of the family. So shout out to Tanya for that. Yes, addiction is so powerful. It's powerful than the love. It takes everything away from you. Look at all the situation of all these beautiful people who have came out of addiction but then went right back to it. The Rob, the the Kate, the Amber, all those people who have fought their demons, but then they end up going right back to it. That's how powerful these drugs are. So Tanya, thank you so much for your wonderful comment. That's appreciated. The next one is Kitty Cat. Kitty Cats, and my thoughts and prayers are with you and your family. Yes, definitely are, Kitty Cats. Our thoughts and prayers are with the Morales family and the rest of the other families around the world who are suffering from this demon called addiction. Because that's exactly what it is, a demon. All right. So shout out to you, Kitty Cat, for your lovely comment. The next one is Jane. Jane says, so sorry she has decided to go back. I can't imagine how her mom feels. It must be heartbreaking for her. Tell me about it, Jane. Right? Parents, all the parents out there, don't you get chills just hearing this story? What addiction does to people, it can almost take your life away from you, disfigure you, but yet you'll still go back to it. Isn't that crazy? So shout out to Jane for that, for that lovely, for your sympathy. Cause you gotta have a heart. You gotta have a heart. A lot of people don't feel something until it's in their shoes. But it don't have to be in your shoes for you to feel pain, for you to feel somebody. So this one is from Ross. Ross said, this breaks my heart coming from a 15-year heroin addict. I wish I had someone that cared for me as much as her mom does. Amen, Ross. You're absolutely right about that. There's so many people out there in the streets of Kensington, all around the world, who don't have family support, who don't have nobody there rooting for them. They don't have no backup. They are their only backup. They are their only support system. They are the only one who can pat themselves on the back. Nobody out there for them. There's so many of our troops that are out there in a battlefield that feel alone. And that's why they keep going further and further into the black hole, because they just feel like they are forgotten. So shout out to you, Ross. Congratulations on your 15 years clean. You are worth it. Thank you so much for giving us hope that people do beat this demon. It's just that for some, it's going to take more tries. Let's go to the next person. Is Kaylee. Kaylee Taylor. Shout out to Kaylee Taylor. She said, I know this pain. I wish this pain on no one. I went through this with my brother, and now as a mother, I cannot imagine. Yes, that's what I'm saying, right? You cannot imagine. That is too much. You cannot imagine this because it's devastating. So shout out to you, Kaylee. I'm sorry you had to suffer that pain. Thanks to everyone for the super chat, guys. God bless each and every one of you a billion times for your love and your support. Shout out to Kaylee for that, for the love. Let's go down to the next one. It's from Fifth Dimension. Fifth Dimension said, "Bless her heart." Mal, thank you for spreading the support behind for yeah. Thank you for spreading the support behind Alyssa. Shout out to you, Fifth Dimension. We know we all come together as one. Together we are powerful, and this is teamwork. I couldn't do this by myself. That's impossible. You guys are the one pushing me also to keep on going because this is not easy. This is exhausting. This will burn you out if you don't take time out for yourself because this is painful when 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 you have seen somebody try so hard to pull themselves out of a dark place and then they just go right back into that dark hole again. It's heartbreaking. It makes you wonder you know, what type of pain, what are you avoiding? What are you avoiding so much? What are you running away from that's so bad that you can't heal. You can't deal with it. Because in order for you to heal, you have to deal with it. If you keep running from it, you'll never heal from it. You have to face it. You have to go through it to heal from it. So shout out to Fifth Dimension for you having empathy. Let's go down to Addicted Mind. Shout out to Addicted Mind. Addicted Mind said her mom is right and my heart breaks for her. Alyssa has said she never wants to get clean. Some people never do. I like your thumbnail, by the way, Addicted Mom. That Addicted Mind. That's a cool. That's a very unique. I wouldn't say cool. That's a very unique. God bless you guys. God bless you all for the love. Oh my God, you guys are pouring your love. I can feel it. May God bless each and every one of you billions and billions of times. Jesus, protect our people. Be with Alyssa. So Addicted Mind, thank you so much for that. You know you can feel it. You know what it's like. Her mom is right, and my heart breaks for her. Alyssa has said she never wants to get clean. Some people never do. Damn. Is that true, guys? Some people never do. Addicted Mind have a point. Unfortunately, some people die out there in the struggle. People OD in their homes. People OD so many places. A lot of people think it's going to be another day, another day, another day. So shout out to Addicted Mind. Let's go down to the next one. This one is from Polly Esther. Polly Esther said, "Oh, my heart breaks for you. She looks so healthy. I hope she comes to her senses and turn around. Hugs to you. Oh, my heart breaks for you. She looks so healthy. I hope she comes to her sense and turn around. Hugs to you." God bless Catherine. God bless each and every one of you beautiful people. Oh my God. Shout out to S. Tanger. Shout out to Lady Kate. Shout out to Dana. Oh man. And shout out to everyone else who has been, showing love, showing your support. God bless you all. Team Alyssa, team AML, team Save the World, team Save the Future. That's what we are. The next one is from Florida Girl. Florida Girl say, "Mom, God be with you. You give it your all. Keeping you both in my prayers." Yes. All the mothers out there, all the people with good hearts, all the people with compassion, empathy, you know what it's like. You can feel it. It don't have to be your biological, but you have feelings. You know what that mom is going through, what that family is going through. You know what you're going through. So Florida Girl, thank you so much for, your compassion And this one right here, then this one right here says it all. This one is be smarter than the app that brainwashes you. That's a unique username. But the person said, if being set on fire isn't enough to make her realize that's not the life she should want for herself, there's absolutely nothing on earth you can do to make her realize. It's a it's a it's a test what? It's a testament to show how strong the demonic hold of addiction is. Then again, maybe there's something entirely different she's searching for. No, it's not your fault, and there's nothing less or more you could have done. May God help you all. What you guys think about that? I think that's deep. I thought the exact same thing. I was like, if being almost being set on fire and that pain that you went through and you survive that near death experience and you went back to that same place, you going back to that same nightmare again. That goes to shows you how powerful addiction is. That goes to show you how powerful addiction is. For some people, they can get out of it. They can, have that rock bottom. But for some people, when is their rock bottom? When they're in the ground, dead? I thought we all thought that situation that happened to her was going to be that was her rock bottom. After going through that pain, I thought that was it for her. I thought she was going to be like, you know what? I have a purpose in life, and this is not the life I want to be living. That was not the life for me. There's something bigger and better out there for me. Nobody intended to be addicted. A lot of people, have behaviors. They start off with certain behaviors, but they never knew they was going to be addicted in the end. And some people, they get so comfortable with the lifestyle. They have been doing it for so long, they become entrenched. So now look at Alyssa, right? Now, what you think is going through her mind when she now look at herself in the mirror after going from this? After, because she was out there in the streets and her looks was her thing. She took pride in her looks. And she was already living very, dangerous. She was living a dangerous lifestyle when she was not disfigured. But now look, you think she's going to love herself now? Before, she wasn't loving herself before. When she was this right here, she was not loving herself at this state. She was still self-destructing. She was still self-destructing herself when she was in the black hole. This was a year ago. These pictures are from a year ago. She was out there still running the streets, still self-destructing. So now, right? Fast forward. Now she's burned, and now when she look at herself in the mirror, and you see what her mom said when she goes outside, she don't want to even show her face, only her eyes. She makes sure that she show. What do you think is in her mind right now? She just going to keep on going further. Because right now, to me, in my mind, I think now she think like she don't have nothing to lose now. Like she don't care no more. Because if she went from being, you know, this right here, and she was already hurting herself. Now she has turned to this, where she got to be hiding herself. Now she got to deal with the wrath of society, people looking at her all weird, people, you know, bullying her. This is insanity. This is insanity. Such an excruciating role that she's on. This role, that role that she's on is so excruciating. And it's sad because there's nothing we can do. There's nothing we can do for her. It's heartbreaking. The pain. Cause she just self-destructing herself. That's all she's doing now. She look at herself now like, damn, this is how this. I went from this. Now I'm gonna be in the streets now like this. I'm not myself no more. I don't look like myself no more. My skin is, you know, is burned. I look unrecognizable. What do you think she's gonna do now? She's gonna go further and further into her addiction. Now the beast has been loose. The beast has been let loose. It's heartbreaking to watch. It's heartbreaking to watch. I hope she realized that she can't live that life anymore. Her mom even said it in the letter. Like she needs to be in. She needs to have those wounds addressed constantly. So she's going back to Kensington. You cannot, Alyssa, you cannot live that life you was living before. You cannot. You have open wounds. That's just heartbreaking to watch. People you love suffer, and you can't love them to death. You can't love people to death. I realize that you can't love people to death. You got to have your boundaries. You know, when people get into their addiction, they become somebody you don't know anymore. They become somebody totally different. So when she get back into her addiction, she gonna become somebody totally different again. And her mother can't keep protecting her. She can't keep protecting her from her own pain. You can't protect somebody from their pain. You're only standing in the way if you think you can try to protect somebody from all the emotional pain that they've been dealing with. You think you can stop that? You're only standing in the way because that person is going to do what they're going to do regardless. You can't stop that. Sometimes this hurts so bad that sometimes you stop liking a person. You stop liking some people, but you never stop loving them. I admit sometimes this addiction game hurts so much. People do you dirty, you stop liking them, but you never stop loving them. So I don't know, guys. This is a very, you know, this is a very tough situation. We have the movie industry even contacted me. The people that work in the movie industry, they are interested in Alyssa's story. They want to do a film about her. And I told them it's too early because we have to talk to the mom and make sure Alyssa is. I told the lady it was too early for us to start thinking about film. I just, the parents, being a parent myself, I know her mom wanted her daughter to heal before we even start talking about film. But this is the reality of addiction. It's overwhelming. You know, this is the truth. You can't protect yourself from it. You have to embrace it and educate yourself. Don't judge. You see how powerful it is. You see how powerful the drugs are. Whatever they're putting inside those bags now, I don't know. It has people like damn near possessed, obsessed. You can leave, a person can leave that place for 2 years, 5 years, and they'll come back to Kensington. So, what's the solution? Yeah, guys. So, that's the situation. Let me see if I have anything else I would like to share with you all. But what's the solution? It's tough to see her looking like this because she don't look like the person we're used to seeing, but we still love her. We always love people at their worst. We started off loving people at their worst, and we always want to see them at their best. But what's the solution when a person decides to go back? What do we do? People say, "Oh, Mal, go get her, go save her." I wish I can save her. The mom wish she could save her. All of us wish we could save her, but we can't save. People they have to save themselves. We can only support you. We're gonna support you all we can, but we are not gonna enable your addiction. If we see that's what it's about, we're not gonna keep on doing that because we're not helping you. We're just harming you by that. That's why you see a lot of people, I don't interview them no more because I stopped enabling their addiction. I'm not gonna love you to death. If I have tried with you, I'm gonna keep on trying, but then I'm gonna like cut back because I'm not gonna love you to death. So I know a lot of you guys are, heartbroken, just like when Amber, she was doing the right thing, then what happened went right back to Kensington. Now, well, Alyssa, you thought that was going to be different because the situation, that near death situation, and that still didn't stop. But we will continue to be patient. That's all we can do is continue to be patient because sometimes the only choice you have is to let go and just be patient because by holding on, you're just causing more harm. You can give a person all the love in the world. You can give them all the love in the world, but that's not going to be enough for that monster. When that monster come around, that love that you have don't matter. And that's the evilness of addiction. So this goes out to everyone out there who loves someone who struggling with addiction, who has an addiction. It's not easy. And you're not alone. I know sometimes you feel like you're alone, but you are not alone. So we will always love our people, no matter, even if they think we don't love them, but we love them. And we'll tell them that we love them always, whether they believe it or not. And we'll pray that they love themselves to fight for themselves. I'll be on the lookout for her. I can't do, I wish I had powers to like, to snap my fingers and she'll be back with her mother. But going back in that situation, you know what happened. You know what's going to happen when she go back to Kensington. Look how Kensington is now. Kensington is so messed up. So much violence in Kensington. So much hate in Kensington. So much trafficking in Kensington. And this has been going on, but it hasn't been documented and talked about like how we are talking about it now. So more people are focusing on finding a solution for the problem. And she's going back. I don't know what she's getting into. Like, I don't know what kind of guy would want to, do a date with a girl that's got burned. Like, I don't know who would want to do something. Like, I don't understand. I'm like, how is she's gonna, even her mom is confused. Like, how is she gonna do it? How are you gonna do it, Alyssa? Like, right now, to me, it's like she has a death wish for herself, because that's impossible for her to go back out to Kensington, and you can see her hands and everything, the bandages, like her mom said. You can see her hands, everything you see. How are you gonna go? You got bandages, all the infection is gonna kill you, sweetheart. The infection is gonna kill you because you're not healed and you're going back out there. That's why drugs don't love you. This is like so heartbreaking. And her mom is burned out. You don't even like Kate. Kate, father's heartbreak, her dad is burned out. When someone you love has an addiction, it's an excruciating role for everyone that's with that person. And we just have to be patient. And that's the hard part, the waiting part, because you don't know whether it's going to be good or bad. But I just want to let you guys know, don't blame the person that's on drug. Don't blame them. Because all that does is going to make you hurt. It's going to leave you hurt. It's going to make you angry if you blame them. All we got to do is just not contribute to putting more flames on the fire. But like I said, we're going to support the person, but we're not going to enable the addiction. Apparently, she has a lot of emotional pain, and it has just multiplied. Her emotional pain just multiply. I can say 100 times now. That's how I felt, guys. Like I said, when she was like this and she still had emotional pain, right? And she was self-destructing herself. So imagine now what she's gonna do now. She's like this with 100 times more emotional pain. That she's not the same person when she look herself in the mirror anymore, and she got to deal with society, the wrath of society, looking at her like she's a monster. Only the people who know her, the people who love her, will accept her and know her story. But those people who don't know her story, how you think they're gonna treat her? You know, we all thought she would change after going through that pain. That situation she was in, that old situation, it was going nowhere. That was a dead end road, and look what it did to you. It almost took your life. Oh, guys, that's basically, where we at. This is where we at now. I don't know what we're gonna do. I don't know what she's gonna do. I don't know how this story is gonna end. I kind of have an idea how it's gonna end, and I'm praying it don't end that way. But I have seen it so many times. Look what happened to Jason and Jessica. Everybody who get, everybody who survives some type of life-threatening situation, who end up going back to Kensington, end up dying. Anybody who survive a near-death experience and you survive and you go back to that same near-death experience, you're not going to get another chance. I've seen it happen too many times with people who went back and they died. It just, you feel so helpless, right? The helplessness that you want to help a person, you want to fight this demon for them, but you can't. You just feel helpless. And that's the sad part, when you are helpless. You can't do nothing. And you got the strength. You got the strength. You want to fight it for them. You want to pull them, push them back and fight their demons for them. But you are helpless in doing that. You are powerless to their addiction. You are powerless to it. They themselves are powerless to their addiction. So you can't change a person, guys. We can only, be there for them when they are ready, but we cannot fix them. We cannot change them. They have to come from inside. They have to want that themselves. We're here with love and we're here with compassion. That's what we're here with, love and compassion. Because we're dealing with something totally different. We're dealing with something that's so powerful, that is spiritual. It's demonic. Something. You see all these beautiful men and women who are in Kensington, who we interview. You see these beautiful people who are powerless to the demons that are in these drugs now, to the point where you can even get set on fire and you still go back to it. That goes to tell you the power of addiction. To all my brothers and sisters who are going through it, if the drugs don't get you, the lifestyle is going to get you. And you see, well, Alyssa, the lifestyle got her. Oh man. So guys, I don't know what to say. I really don't know what to say, man. I'm just taking it 1 second at a time. When I woke up to the news, I went to bed early last night. I guess, something, I guess I felt it coming. Went to bed early last night. I went to bed like around 8 o'clock. I woke up like 2:30, and I couldn't sleep since then. When I saw that news, I didn't go back to sleep since 2:30. I've been up. I'm like, I went to bed early, so I'm good. But yeah, I feel so bad for her. This is heartbreaking. It's the pain of addiction. If anybody, I'm going to drop the link. All right. If anybody want to come up, and please, let's talk about Alyssa. I don't want to hear about you. I want to hear about Alyssa. So if you're coming up, if you want to come up here, let's make it about the people. It's not about you, because Mal always make it about the people that I'm talking about. So right now I'm talking about Alyssa. Let's keep it on her. If you have solution, or if you want to, just give some prayers, I'm all for it. All right. So let's just focus on Alyssa tonight, and we'll talk about your problem another day. Okay, so I'm going to drop the link. That's the link right there, guys. All right. Let's let's pray for our. I didn't even get a chance to look at the chat, guys. I'm sorry, but thanks to each and every one of y'all who took your time to come and hear me out. That's what we're gonna keep on doing, guys. We're gonna keep on making a difference in this world. Yeah, she said. Tracy said, Tracy, all you have to do this link. I'm gonna drop the link again, and you're just gonna click that link. All right. I'm gonna drop the link in the chat. So look out for this link. I'm gonna drop it right now. Okay, we got a couple people in the chat. All right, one second, guys. One second, you beautiful people. Hold on back there real quick. All right. Hold on back there for a minute. Let me let me get some things off the screen. Okay, let me put a different backdrop. I always remember Latina. Latina, I was just thinking about Latina today. Latina, I was doing something fast and I was moving so fast, doing it so fast, and I thought about Latina. Latina said, Mal, slow down. Latina, Mal, slow down. I love that about you. You tell me, say, Mal, slow down, because sometimes I really be moving fast. I guess it's a New York thing for us being so fast, but yeah, she's like, Mal, slow down. So thank you, Latina, for keeping me in check. Okay, guys, I'm about to bring up the first person, Red. Okay, one second, guys. All right, hold on one second. I have to mic check, mic check. Okay, okay, Red disappeared, so we're gonna have Sunshine. What's up, Sunshine?
Good evening, Mel. How you doing tonight?
Oh, well, I'm not. I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not doing good because of this whole situation with our girl. But I'm taking it 1 second at a time.
Yeah, I'm actually in tears over here. The situation just really showed me how powerful addiction is. Um, to go through what Alyssa has gone through and to be reunited with her mom and the care and the love she was shown and to go back to this, I'm almost speechless, Mel.
Yeah, I'm the same way too. I'm like I don't get it because I'm like that was supposed to be your rock bottom. That was supposed to be you know what changed you.
Right, right. And I just want to also say to you, thank you so much for what you do and the kindness you show. I just think you're an incredible human, and Kensington needs you. And I know how wearing this could be on an individual, not even in active addiction. So thank you for everything that you do and the love and everything that you show everybody. It's just incredible. And I will keep Alyssa in my prayers and hope that she
Mm,
stays safe
mm,
and pray for her mom. I just that's all I wanted to say because I'm really
mm-hmm.
choked up, Mel.
Yeah,
I'm
I
so
don't blame you.
sad.
I
I
wish I
mean,
can
and
give you a big hug right now because I need a hug myself. Yeah.
I do. I wish I could give you a hug too. And it just goes to show the compassion that we have when a complete stranger to you almost can bring you to tears though. But
Mm,
I
mm-hmm.
just my heart is just breaking for her mother right now. But
Mm,
the last thing I want to say, and I'm not gonna make this a focus, Mel, nothing negative, but whoever, if they're out there is listening, whoever sent her the money for a
mm-hmm.
plane ticket,
Mm,
shame on you. There is a special place in hell for you.
Amen.
I'm
Amen.
sorry, Mel, but
No,
there is.
that's real talk because that was not cool. The situation that she's in. She's so many unhealed wounds is on her. She like a walking person with a band-aid off.
Right, and I just don't know where her train of thought is, thinking that she's gonna be okay on the streets with those kind of wounds that are still healing. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
Lord Jesus, Jesus, take the wheel right now. That's all I
Right?
know.
Amen
Oh,
to that.
well, thank you, Mal. Thank you for letting me come live and speak, and prayers for everybody. I love all our brothers and sisters. You, Mal, are just incredible, and I will be praying for Alyssa and her mom.
Amen. Thank you so much for that. That's very needed.
Thank you, Mal. Take care of yourself.
All right. Thank you too, dear. Have a
Uh-huh.
good
All
night.
right. You too. Bye-bye.
Bye. Yes, thank you so much to Sunshine for coming up and speaking her mind. Yeah, come up here and speak your mind. How you feel about the person who sent her the money. I don't know how it happened, because it's just like security. You have to be security over that girl in that situation. I don't know how it happened. I don't know, how she got the money. I don't know anything about it. All I know is the mom told me that's what happened. It's just like when Amber, she was talking, she had her phone, and some dude from on Facebook got in touch with her, one of her peoples, and she left the rehab. So these guys is always on some crazy shit. Like, come on, guys. I'm gonna drop the link again, guys. Like, I don't know if it was her pimp that did that to her. I don't know. I don't know who in their right mind will want this girl to leave where she's at to go be with them. Are you a doctor? Are you a nurse? Do you know her? Are you really thinking clearly, like what you're putting this girl life in? She's already can't think clear. She's already depressed due to her looks is gone. So she's definitely now going to be trying to numb as many pain as she can. And you just made that 100 times possible for her to do now. I'm sorry, guys. I'm going to drop this link. Shout out to everyone in the chat. Love you all my day ones. If you're new, hit that like and subscribe button, guys. Let's keep on amplifying our message across the world. So that's the link right there. If anybody want to come up, if you have any words you want to, say for our girl Alyssa, shout out to Mark. Mark, God bless you too for the brother. For God bless you for the money, Mark. That's awesome, man. All you wonderful people who donated to me today, I really appreciate it. I definitely took a long time, like 4 hours, to try to put everything together. So I really appreciate you guys, for your love and your support. Yeah, her looks, but to her, her looks is everything, Heather. It's no shame on me. Heather, if that happened to you, right? How will you feel? Your looks is gone. I know looks is not everything, but that's devastating. I myself can put myself in her shoes. If that happened to me, I'll be devastated. So yeah, it's no shame on me. It's no shame on me. I'm telling it like it is. That girl, she took pride in her looks. She took pride in her beauty. If, like I said, if the shoes, if your foot is not in the shoes, you won't know how it feel. Hold on one second, Joel. I'm about to pull you up. I'm not saying nothing that she's not beautiful. We love people at their worst. If you know when you follow my channel, you will see I love people at their worst. And I encourage them to get to their best. So I love her with scars. I love her without scars. I love her in her addiction. I love her outside of her addiction. I'm just saying, to her looks was it. So how you think she's gonna feel now that she don't have her looks? She's gonna be 100 times more out there than anything now because she's like, oh, I don't got nothing. I don't care no more. That's how she feels because she's depressed. Okay, I'm about to pull some people up. So remember, you only know what you think you know, lady. All right, here we go. Joel. I'm about to pull my guy Joel up. What's up, Joel?
Hi Mel, how's
How
it
you?
going?
Hey, thank God for life,
Yeah,
brother. 1 second,
from
all
New
right,
Zealand.
Joel. 1 second.
Yeah,
Let me put my audio avatar so we can talk. Yeah, brother. Were you calling from, Mark? I'm Joel. Were you calling from, Joel? You my guy. We go way back.
from New Zealand, Auckland, New Zealand.
Yo, look, New Zealand, we out there. Joel, he's been a loyal supporter of AML from day one. That's my buddy. How you doing
So Mel,
today? I'm all right.
yeah. So I know Miss Bree from the first time she came on AML, and she was a real character. She unique, but it's for her to be set alight and what's happened to her, and for her to want to go back there. It's heartbreaking. And I feel for her and her mother, but trying to cover up she knows who done this to her, and I think
Mm-hmm.
needs to she needs to it's not snitching. It's this could happen again, and I just believe that she knows who's done it, and the person needs to be put in jail. Yeah,
Absolutely. I
yeah,
agree
that's
with that. Mm-hmm.
you know, best wishes for her. I know what addiction's like. I'm an addict myself, so yeah. So thanks, Mel, for what you've done. Love you and love all the AML family. I'll leave it at that.
Oh, that's
Thank
right,
you.
buddy. All right. Take care, Joel. That's awesome. Shout out to
Bye.
our guy. Bye, Joel. Shout out to our
Bye.
guy, Joel. Representing. All right, yo. See, we got family all around the world, yo. We all the way out there in New Zealand. So that's how powerful we are getting powerful and powerful every day. And we stick together, we're gonna make a huge difference in this world. Just trust me. So we got Quick coming up. What up, Quick?
Hey Mal, can you hear me?
Oh, yo, that's my guy, Quick Vic. What's up, brother?
How you doing, my brother?
I'm all right, man. I'm trying to keep my head up, man. This is a dirty game that we're in. It's no joke. We're dealing with demons.
Yo, I just know this hits you a little different than it hits
Mm,
the rest of us because you have real life experience with this female,
right.
Alyssa,
Mm-hmm.
and you've been through a lot with her. And I just been crying in the chat, bro. I ain't
Mm.
gonna cap, man. This
Oh,
shit
that's
just got
awesome.
me so sad, bro.
Right, brother. That thing is deep.
I would never thought she would go back down there, man.
Mm-mm. Absolutely, brother. I was like when I woke up and I seen that I couldn't believe it. I had to go back and I was just laying there. I was just laying in my bed, Vic. I didn't know what to say, man. I was just like so freaking broken hearted. Like I can imagine what that mom is going through. That's all I could say. Tell myself praying for the mom because
Praying
she.
for her mom. I'm praying for her. I
Yeah.
just, man,
What do
I
you
don't
think
know
the
what else to
solution?
say, bro.
Yeah, we gotta send our hugs to our guy Vic, man. He's a real one. What do you think the solution is, Vic? What do you think moving
Uh,
forward? What is the solution for this problem? You think?
Man, I don't know the answer to that, bro. I
Mm,
mean, this addiction shit, I don't know what the hell they're giving these people down there, man. But if you just, I can't even watch Kensington videos no more because of them
hmm.
open sores. And
Too much, brother. It's too much. It's
I
heartache.
mean, and now allegedly, she's already got sores. If she starts doing that shit, what's gonna happen? You already know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yup. I already
Unfortunately, I
know.
don't want to say it, but
That's the
I just
reality.
we need her to go back home, man, with her mom's. She was here in Florida where I'm at.
Mm. So how you think we're gonna go about doing that?
I hope she's watching, and I don't know if she is, but like Sunshine said, whoever sent her that money,
Yeah.
shame on them. Shame
Fact.
on them.
Yep. You
That's
guys heard it.
somebody. That's somebody that wants to take advantage of her,
Mm,
and she don't even look like the same person.
mm. That's why I'm like, what are you gonna do with a burned victim, a person who's not even healed yet? That girl has
Mal
almost
sick,
2 years.
sick, mal sick men don't care what
Mm. You hear
females
that?
look like.
Oh my God, that just give me chills just now. That a person that's burned, that's
Some
not even
men,
what?
some men would prefer to see something like that. They got sick
Oh my
fantasies, and
God.
there's sick people in this world, Mal. You already know,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah, I already know, but I'm like, but damn, it's getting worse and worse. I mean, when you think you heard it all, you haven't heard it all yet. It's still more to be heard.
Facts.
I'm like,
It's just,
sheesh.
it's horrible, man.
Yeah,
Damn.
we
And
don't
I
know
know
what.
it. I don't understand. The thing I don't understand, Mal, is,
Yeah.
I mean, she had to be on some kind of pain meds. I don't know what
Mm-hmm.
triggered her to want to go back there. We got plenty of drugs here in Florida
Mm.
if you want to use drugs. And they're clean. They're not filled with horse, whatever the hell they're putting
Right.
in that stuff
Yeah.
down there.
All those crap. Yeah.
I just don't know. Why would she want to be in that environment? What
Mm-hmm.
keeps these people down there is mind boggling to me. It really is. I'm a recovering addict. I would never put myself in a predicament like that down there.
And near death experience with Jessica and Jason at the train station. Jessica, she had a throat infection from the drugs, and she was helicopter to the hospital,
You're
and
not talking about the Jessica that gave the baby to her sister, are you?
nah, we talking about a different Jessica. It was this
Oh,
Jessica, the ones that got decapitated at the train station. She
yeah.
was airlifted to the hospital. She had a throat infection from the drugs. She was saved. She was in rehab, and guess what? She left and came back to Kensington, and she got killed at the train station when a car came.
In
And
that car, yeah.
yeah, yep, that's what I'm
That car,
saying.
that was.
And look
They
what
thought
Alyssa.
they thought it was
Yeah.
a motor in the next to the car. That was a body.
Whew,
That wasn't the motor. That was a body.
man.
It
I
was the
seen
one
it,
of them.
man. I seen that thing, man. I'm like, where's the body at? And
Yeah,
imagine.
they were gone.
That's what I'm saying. She,
You could
she
just see
had
parts of bodies.
when you don't when you get a second chance, you gotta appreciate it because you're not gonna get that anymore. So going back to after a near death experience, going back to there again, you're
And
just
and they
looking
didn't
for
even
it
see
now.
it. They didn't even see it
Nope,
coming now. Thank
nope,
God. Thank God
nope.
they didn't feel no pain.
Mm-mm.
That
But
was
that just
horrible, man.
but that just goes to tell you if the drugs don't get you, the lifestyle is gonna get you.
The lifestyle will definitely get you, man. It got me in 2002. It was the first time I overdosed, bro.
Mm.
And I've never went back since.
See, take some people near death experience to wake up, and I thought that was gonna be it for her. That situation. I thought that was gonna be it.
Amber cleans up so good. She's such a beautiful woman
Look
inside
at
and
that.
out.
All those people, Amber, the Rob,
All of them down
all of
there,
them.
they all will clean up good.
And
We just
then
need a,
go
we
right
need
back
a,
to it.
we need to, somebody needs to figure out something to do with Kensington. Shut it
Facts,
down. But it,
facts. Vic, I think we lost Vic, guys. We're gonna bring up Katrin. Oh, we got Double D. We got a couple people in the chat. What's up? We're gonna start off with Double D, all right, Katrin? So I'm just gonna
I
pause your
lost
mic
my
for a
signal.
second, all right? Yo, we got Double D. What's up, Double D? We
Hey,
got four on the chat. What's up?
hey, everybody.
How you
Much
doing?
love to the AML family. Can you all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, good, good. Mal, I just want to say you are an earth angel. You are an earth
Oh,
angel. Keeping us all focused and helping everyone, and especially Alyssa during that time. I just want to, make sure I put props out to you. Much respect.
Mal
Uh,
is a blessing, man.
hey,
He really,
I
really
can't
is.
do it. I can't do it with all y'all. Where y'all leaving yourself at? You know, you guys deserve a pat on the back too because teamwork makes the dream work, right?
Yeah, we're all here. I just have an
Hey,
idea about that money thing going on. Is somebody trying to hustle her? Because if you look on that GoFundMe page, there looks like there's still money on that GoFundMe. It said, did
Um,
somebody call her to hustle her back up here to Philly to get that money?
I
This
have
is a
no
question.
idea because I know her mother is the one that's in charge of that GoFundMe. So there was
Yeah, her
we
mother
learned,
is in
yeah,
charge. I
yeah.
donated to that
We learned
anonymously.
our
I did.
lesson. Yeah, we learned our
Okay.
lesson from the
Her
past. So
mother
the
has
mom,
control. Double D.
Yeah, I was just wondering. That's what
Hello,
I thought
Catherine.
too, because it looked like somebody need. It look. It's they just slaved those people. They slaved those women. They slaved those young men up there. You know what I mean? They put
yeah.
them on that dope, and they just worked that circle. It's terrible.
Mm. Hi, Katrin.
Mal, I'm gonna drop down. Thank you for having me up,
Appreciate
brother.
you, brother. Anytime. Thanks for the support.
God bless you.
All
Catherine,
right,
God
brother.
bless you. And
No
Double
doubt.
D, blessings to you too.
Much love, Vic. Take care.
You
What's
too.
up,
Be good.
Katrin? Katrin, man, on a quiet mode. What's up, Katrin?
yeah. Hi, Mel. I'm actually calling from Australia.
Oh wow, we out there.
Yeah, you are. You are. And I'm gonna have to keep this short because I'm extremely emotional.
Hmm.
I I had a friend who suffered from 85% burns
Mm.
to their body, and they didn't have an addiction before that.
Hmm.
But unfortunately, due to the medications needed to survive, and he did survive, he he managed to heal from the 85% burns. But unfortunately, even in Australia, what took him was it an addiction to the pain medication prescribed after the burns. That what took him is the medication that he needed to heal,
Mm.
and
Wow.
it's 8 years to the day. So yeah, excuse me, guys. Sorry for being so
All
emotional.
right, dear. You know, let it out because we all need to let it out.
Yeah, I thought I would join in just to let people know that it is possible to heal from what Alyssa has, and even so much more. Like that, you can heal from 85% burned, but also you just cannot guarantee what the pain medication that you need to heal is going to do to you, and it breaks my heart. Um, yeah, I wake up through the night, and the first thing I do, I grab my phone and search AML to see what's going on. So it's like I've been waiting for this chat to come on for a while now. It's only 10:48 in the morning now.
Oh wow.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So
We
I've been waiting
backwards.
for a
Yeah.
long time.
Oh
But
wow.
yeah, I just if Alyssa Bree is watching this or does hear this, I wanted to know that it is possible to heal, and the addiction doesn't matter where it stands. If you had the addiction before or if you get the addiction after, it's still the same, but it is possible. It is possible to save yourself.
Yeah.
And
Absolutely. Thank you for that.
yeah, I'm sorry. I'm so
No, that's all
devastated.
right. Yeah, we're all going through this. You know,
Yeah,
this is a lot,
yeah,
especially
yeah.
situation.
Like I understand how she must feel just watching my mate have go through 85% burns. He lost all his tattoos,
Mm.
dedicated to his brothers that he'd lost, and etc. So I really do understand where Alyssa is at, but this is the last thing that I expected, to be honest.
Hmm.
It, it is the last thing, but
Yeah, I have donated, and I just wanted to make sure that if you do see Alyssa, what I've donated,
Hmm.
could you just please buy her a feed? But go and take her out, buy her some lunch or
Hmm.
whatever. Just food,
Okay,
fruit,
right,
fruit and vegetables and water.
right.
So I'm an Aussie girl, and that's what I preach. But
Yeah, I will do that.
yeah, I thought that me talking to you, that I may be able to help you get yourself through this process. To know, like with what I said about the addiction, it doesn't matter where it comes,
Right.
before or after, and it, everything is possible, but also everything is impossible. And I understand, and I really do hear your heartache. I hear how you feel, and I just want to let you know that you're not alone.
Oh, thanks, dear. And that's why I told Alyssa mom. She said she feel like she's alone. I'm like, I know it's gonna be like that some days. You're gonna feel like you're alone, but you're not. There's so many people, that can resonate with what you're going through. It resonate with them.
Yeah, and that's why I finally thought I would make the big call from Australia to you,
Oh,
just
that's awesome.
because I really feel like I need you to know that you're not alone. There is other people out there who care as much as you do,
Amen.
and you're not alone. I just really understand your heartache. I'm devastated for you. I really am.
I'll be all
But
right. This what comes with what we are doing. This mission that we're on, it's gonna have a lot of happy days, but mostly it's gonna have a lot of sad days. So
oh
we
yeah,
keep, if we can change one person's life in a year, I'm happy. If we can
well,
educate more people on this situation and more people learn to have compassion, learn to have empathy, and more people won't even judge people no more. We are making a difference, and we are making a difference. So thank you for being part of this mission.
yeah, and you've just spoke my own mind. That is the actual reason that I've tuned in, just to let you know that yeah, you're not alone. You're really not alone. Sorry, I've got myself lost because it's very emotional.
Man, you're not
Um,
alone too. You're not alone in Australia
but,
over there. Thank you for connecting with us. With
but
us.
yeah, I want you to know that your time, everything you do, like I said, like I'm in Australia, I'm in a tiny rural town. I have to travel 90 kilometers to get to the doctor. I don't
Mm,
see people for up to 5 weeks and whatnot. But yeah, I just thought you'd like to know that the feelings are all the same.
right, exactly. We're all humans, and that's why I try to tell people we're all humans, and everyone suffers. Not just the person that's using the drugs. Society suffers too.
Yeah,
Community,
yeah,
the world suffers.
Bless
yeah,
you,
yeah.
Catherine. Such good words.
Right. Yeah, I really needed that, Katrin. That made me feel a lot better. And, I wish we
Hey,
could make Alyssa mom feel a lot better too. But I'm sure we have with our messages that we sent her.
yeah, hopefully she watches this. Hope and
Amen.
yeah.
Yeah, Leanne, if you're listening, what words do you have for Leanne? That's her mother name. If her mother is listening, what would you like to say to her?
Leanne, I love you, Mum. I love you, Mum.
And don't give up, right? We're
Leanne, we're still
in this
here too. I mean, I don't
Yeah,
think anybody's going to give up. I
together.
think
yeah,
everybody's going to stay the course and, give the help wherever we can and be there however we can be in a
Abs-
support
Yeah,
type
yep.
situation.
Hmm.
yeah. That's exactly why I called in, because the only way I can be there for you, Mel, the man who has given me a family of what 150,000 people or so.
Right?
Um,
That's
this
awesome.
is Yeah, this is the ultimate way that I can be there for you. Like I said, I do donate, but I understand the dollar.
Mm-hmm.
The
Hey, yeah.
American dollar to the Aussie dollar. Like, so you probably don't get that much out of what I donate, but
Hey, I
yeah,
don't really mind. I appreciate your time, your soul, your energy. Yeah, I
yeah,
appreciate you for you.
Prayers are
yeah,
free. Prayers
Yep.
are free.
Yep, yeah, $0. You know, zero
Love is
dollars, guys.
free.
0.99. Yep. Love costs $0.00.
Right.
I
It's
I
worth
prayed
more than
with my
any money.
doctor. I prayed with my doctor yesterday, and it cost me $17.
Wow.
But yeah, no, that's it was a beautiful moment to be able to go into go into my doctor and spend just that little bit of time with her, and at the end of it she prayed for me.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's well, we'll be praying for you too, guys. Let's pray for our girl Catherine. All right, let's pray
Thank
for
you
her,
guys.
whatever it is that
Praying
she's
for
struggling with.
Catherine.
Right.
You
Thank
to be
you. I better say
happy.
I've got a I don't know it in your weight, but I've got a 95 kilogram puppy dog.
Oh, okay. You
Yeah,
love
he's at
the
the back.
animals. Yeah, I'm an animal
Yeah.
lover.
Yeah, he's at the back door now, whimpering. So
Oh
he
yeah.
wants to come in. But also, Mel, I want to let you know, when other people call in, and me and my dog are sitting on the couch listening.
Hmm.
Oh, can you hear him? I'm not sure if you can.
Yeah. Yeah, I
If
heard
you,
him. He like,
I hear him.
"Aw." He's like,
He's talking.
he wants his mommy. He like, mommy, give me some love.
yeah, yeah. But when other people call in and they're
Uh-huh.
distressed,
Yeah.
he just comes up to me and he just sits here and just watches the phone with me. So yeah.
What's his
Oh,
name?
Knox,
N-
Nox.
Knox. Nox. Oh, that's a unique name.
Yeah,
Knox.
well,
Like the school of
I've got a
hard
son.
knocks.
Yeah, yeah. I've
Yeah,
got a
School
son.
of Hard Knocks.
Yeah,
That's what
I've got a
came
son,
around
Jackson,
Knox.
and Jackson is spelled Jaxon.
Oh,
So,
you spell your words unique. You're a unique individual.
oh, he was a once in a lifetime opportunity. Like, I got told I'd never have children. So, yeah. Anyway, but I thought I've got a Jax, so I'll
Oh,
have a
that's
Knox.
sweet. Oh,
I'm
listen, that's wonderful. You know what? There are so many women like you know, who feel like, the child situation. They have their animals, and that's beautiful, right? And that's the
Fur
same
yeah.
way they
babies are the
love
best.
you. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh,
There's
Yep.
nothing
they
wrong with that.
Nothing wrong
my
with that. Yep.
My fur babies procreated for me on my behalf because I couldn't for so many years. And
Unconditional love for you, always from them.
oh yeah, I'm just about to open the door. I'm not sure if you'll be able to.
Oh, look at that. Oh, wow.
Oh,
Oh, he's
Come,
a handsome fella. Look
big
at
boy.
that
look at that.
love.
He's
See?
kissing. Giving kisses.
That's your company right there. That's your,
Oh
Oh,
that's your
look at
stress
that.
reliever. That's your everything right there. He
yeah,
needs you. Right. He loves
yeah,
you.
How precious.
Right?
he
I
is.
love
Yeah,
animals.
he is.
Animals. Yeah, animals rock. I love
He is my little old. Now, just before I say goodbye,
it. Mhm.
I've just stepped outside. Just want to give you guys a bit of a view.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
not
we
sure,
love views. Show us the
but
view. Oh
yeah,
wow, it's
just a
dark in my neighborhood.
bit of
Ooh,
my
beautiful.
Oh wow, look at that sky.
and whatnot. But
Nice.
this
It's a lot of land. You got a lot of land. You can play
yeah,
football, soccer, or a lot of sports on your land.
Those big trees
yeah,
too.
Yeah, right. Oh
yeah.
wow, that's
That's the
beautiful.
neighbours that way. But that tree there is my favourite.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
what type of tree is that?
I've got no idea, and I'm a horticulturalist.
Oh, man,
So
that's your
yeah,
peaceful place. That looked like a very peaceful place.
it is. Yeah. I've got
Quiet,
crochet.
right?
The dog's got his own bath because he's so big, and yeah. Wow, that's thank you so much, Mel. That's the ultimate. I've really wanted to share
Yeah, we
what I've
love your
got
place. It's
with
peaceful.
you guys. Yeah, yeah. All right. Well, I might let someone else jump in.
Oh,
Um,
thank you so much, Catherine, for sharing your time with us. God bless you
Thank
for
you
that.
for having me. Thank you
Hugs,
guys.
Catherine,
Always.
sweetheart. Take
Yeah,
care of
right.
yourself, love.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
Catherine is amazing. Peace out.
Okay.
All
I
right.
hope you enjoyed, guys. All right. Bye.
Wow, that's amazing, guys. See, the more we can talk openly about addiction, the more we can lift the shame, we can lift the guilt and all that stuff away from it. Away, the more we talk about it, but the more we hide it, is the more people are going to feel ashamed. People are going to be embarrassed. The more we hide it.
Mel, I got a question real quick before I roll.
Sub double D.
Um, do you plan when if she comes back into town and you're down there, getting an interview with her?
Yep.
Or I
Sure.
have a feeling there's going to be a lot of people wanting to get an interview with her
Oh,
too. Just my
you
thought.
know that for sure. You know that for sure. I'm definitely gonna, be on the lookout for her, and like before, trying to be her, be her friend, and trying to see what's the solution. How can we help her? Like, what happened? So
Yeah,
many
see if
questions.
she'll communicate with you or anybody
Right.
like on the outside a little bit instead of
hmm
her people trying to suck her in.
Right. Because the state that she's in right now is a ticking time. It's a ticking time is ticking. Yeah. With
Yeah,
her,
I
time is
understand.
ticking.
Yeah, I
So,
understand. My sister's going through the same thing, and she's up in Maine, and she has this guy. I mean, she's got kids and everything, don't care. She got a family, takes care of her. She does not care. She's out on the street with this guy and these other friends that are just doing doing the fentanyl, you
people,
know.
places, and things.
Nothing can bring her in.
Damn.
So we're just, it's kind of like the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I mean, all we can do is just do the best we can. We can't change people.
Right.
We can lead a horse to water, but
Mm-hmm.
you can't make them drink.
Facts.
And we have to keep healthy boundaries
Mm-hmm.
with people that have addictions.
Mm-hmm.
That's very
Agree.
important for us to ground ourselves and make sure that we're in a safe place, that we can help these people, but keep ourselves safe too. Does that make sense? Hello? Okay, y'all. I think something happened. I can't hear Mal. Take care. Love AML family. Have a good night, all.
Myself to the screen. Mic check 1 2. I'm back. I apologize, dear. Double D, you can pop back up. That's what happened. I lost connection. So I'm going to drop the link again, right? And Double D, you can pop back up. I'm sorry about that. Hi guys. Hi Deborah. Deborah, how you doing? Shout out to Deb. Shout out to Quick Vic. Shout out to Kathleen. Shout out to Yummy and Big. Shout out to Mary Packer. Shout out to everyone in the room, guys. There's so many of you guys I can't read. But shout out to everyone, you know? God bless you all. So I just dropped the link. If anybody would like to come back up, and Mary, if you would like to come back up, I mean Double D, if you would like to come back up and finish what you were saying. I love you too, Deborah. I love you guys. You guys are amazing. We're just over here tonight, talking about our girl Alyssa. No one in a million years thought that this was going to happen. If you thought that this was going to happen, you were psychic. I didn't in a million years think that she was going to go back to Kensington. Not in a million years. If you would have told me she was going to go back to Kensington, I would have told you, say you lying. The just addiction have proved me wrong again. It shows me how strong he is. Shout out to Francis. Guys, anybody want to come up here and, say any words to Alyssa mom? Because her mom might be listening. You have any words you want to say to her mother? You have any solution for this epidemic that is going on in the world, worldwide, not just Kensington, but all around the world? We looking for solutions. We're looking for solutions, guys. What do you think is going to take to solve this opiate epidemic? What do you think is going to take to help the people in Kensington, to help the people all around the world? What do you suggest? I know a lot of people say, oh, stop giving them food, stop giving them clothes, stop giving them this, is let them hit rock bottom. But is that is that humanity? If you see a person that's hungry, you see a person that need clothes because they're dirty, and you just gonna say, oh, they don't need it. We shouldn't give it to them because they are an addict, so we shouldn't give them clothes. We shouldn't give them food. And a lot of people are mad with Prevention Point because Prevention Point gave needles to people. But what if it wasn't for Prevention Point? What would they be getting needles from? What would people be using to shoot up? What would people do? Like, what are the solutions? A lot of people got a lot to say, but they don't be they're not out to help. But they got so much to say, but have little or no effort to apply. But they have the world to say. We got to come together as one. We got to come together and stop judging people. I don't care if you are clean, you're off drugs, you still don't have the right to judge people who are in addiction. You're not better than them. Even if you're having experienced drugs in your life, you still don't have the right to judge a person that's in addiction, because it can happen to anyone. It's not a moral failure. No, addiction is not a moral failure. That's what a lot of society think it is. It's a moral failure. People are lazy, calling people junkies, calling people all these horrible names. And that's why the stigma continues. Okay, we got Jerome stepping up to the plate. What up, Jerome? Hello. Okay, Jerome backed out. When addiction take control of people, that person who you knew before, you don't know that person when they're in the addiction. The person who you knew before, that you used to talk to, used to have good memories with, bad memories with, that person, once they are in their addiction, they are not that person anymore that you know. They become somebody totally different. All right, Jerome is back up. Let's see if this worked this time. What's up, Jerome?
Yes, so
I can hear you.
I'm from Corsica. I'm French.
Oh, you French. Okay. Shout out to all my French speaking people out there. Shout out. Yeah, we love people from we love our family all around the world. How you doing?
Uh, I don't. Uh, I not speak English.
Oh, that's gonna be tough, Jerome.
I'm sorry, man.
We'll do the best we
Really,
can.
I'm
What
sorry, man.
it's all
Quoi?
right. What do you want to say? What do you want the world to know?
Ah, oh, pardon.
Yeah, he rolled out. My boy was having a fight with that, with those words. Shout out to you for having the courage though, right? For having the courage for you trying to, to get your message out across. I wish I knew what your message was. If your message was sending love to Alyssa and her family, God bless you, all right? He's such a sweet guy. He's tried with his English. You know how English is a hard language for some people? People tease other people who don't know how to speak English like that's something good or something. That's not cool. A person who don't know how to speak English know how to speak different language. So that shout out to those people who don't speak English but speak other languages. You are amazing. So when you laughing at people who don't know how to speak and stuff, always remember that person speak another language. It's all love though, it's all love with the AML family. It's all love. So, guys, that's where we at tonight. I'm about to wrap things up. I appreciate everyone for coming through. I'm always going to keep everyone up to date on the situation with our girl Alyssa and all our other family members that's going through the struggle. Society, God's child. Okay, God's child got some words to say. Oh, God's child disappeared. I was going to put God's child up, but she disappeared. Oh, you guys, the, don't let the cat get your tongue. Okay, let's go, God's child. What's up, God's child?
I'm good. I'm good. How are you? Can
Thank
you hear
God for
me?
life. Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Yeah, I've been watching for quite a while, and yeah, the whole Bree situation is crazy. I mean, she's all wounded, and she's going back to a place where there's like sepsis and MRSA.
Mm,
I'm a respiratory therapist, so
mm.
I've seen a lot in the hospital.
Tell us.
Well, infections, like people with infections, you have to be very they have to have like uh like disinfectant wipes everywhere. You gotta clean the rooms, you gotta wipe down all the equipment. It just like touches everything. And then like nurses will get sick from like just being around patients, touching patients. So a place like Kensington, I mean, if she's at like the park sitting down, she could easily get infected,
Mm.
and then she'll need to go back to the hospital. But yeah, I think for her, she should go back to her mom in Florida and take the Philadelphia airport back home to Florida. You know,
Yeah, agree. 100%. It's it's
yeah,
the, it's the choice. She has she has to make the choice. That's the problem because we are powerless and helpless in helping her to make that choice. What can we do?
yeah. I don't really have a solution for that. Like it's her choice. I mean, like you said, the power of addiction is so strong with some people. Like I had an addiction and I got clean, but I've seen other people, they just relapse like constantly and they can't stop. It's
So,
like they go through a little stress and then they relapse and
tell me about it. That word you just said, a little stress, and they run. A lot of
yeah,
people don't know how to deal with their triggers. Like every little small thing is a reason for them to use. Then how are you going to get clean? How you going to not use drugs when every life struggle, life pressure hits you, you're running?
of course. Yeah. I think a lot of people have to learn how to control their mind, and that's what I've been learning, how to deal with stress. There's a million like techniques to deal with and the mind. And I think like a lot of people that if they turn to drugs now, they just lose their life because it's so powerful. It's
Right.
not like a relapsing 10 years ago.
So what do you think about this whole trank situation? Why is it that when people go to the hospital, they leave because the doctors are not, they don't have anything for trank to keep them
Uh,
there long enough?
you mean Trank?
Yeah, because
Uh,
uh-huh.
wait, so what was your
Yeah, so a lot of people go to the hospital, the emergency room, they have these abscesses, right? But
yeah,
due to the fact the longer they stay there, because the hospital keep you there for a long time, and the longer they stay there, they start to go through withdrawal. And the hospital don't have medication for trank, because trank,
okay.
yeah, and they start going through that withdrawal, and whatever the doctor
That,
give them
mhm.
doesn't work, and they end up just leaving. And a lot of people are saying the same thing.
Yeah. So, they don't have a medicine for the withdrawal, you're saying?
For trank, yeah, they don't
Yeah.
have nothing strong enough to stop that trank withdrawal. So people
Yeah, that's
leave the
brand new.
hospital.
Yeah, the
Uh-huh.
hospitals, they're not like equipped for that, especially in like Philadelphia.
Right,
Like the
exactly.
hospitals, you might have like a smaller tier hospital with like a lot less beds, or like if you go to like a hospital that's like really high up there, like a Mayo Clinic type, they'll probably give you medicine, or they'll find the medicine at least, and they'll get it to hospital for a patient. But since you have patients in like Philadelphia, they don't have health insurance, so it's not like high priority to get that to patients. Like they have the whole COVID situation and like all the other health problems people have, heart attacks, strokes, cancer and stuff. So everything's prioritized differently. So
Mm,
like a drug addiction is like probably lower on the tier of like
wow.
priority of like a
Damn.
hospital in Philadelphia.
That's deep. That's deep,
Yes.
guys.
So
That's
I
just
would say like a person that is going through trank withdrawal would probably have to do research of on their own, maybe, because the doctor's not going to do research because they already have to deal with like a million patients already besides you. So you might have to go find your own answers in that situation, do your own research.
right. Got you. Got you. This question is from Michael. Michael said, "Hey Mal, question: Do you know where Amber is?" Yes, Amber is in Kensington. She's struggling in Kensington. We have no good news. The only good news is she's alive. Hopefully, she'll pick herself back up and put herself back in the rehab. Like the situation again with Alyssa, we can't do it for them. We can only push them and support them, but we're not trying to enable people addiction anymore. So that's why you see I don't really, you know, be out there looking for Amber like that, because I know she gonna want money. So I'm not trying to be enabling nobody addiction no more. I try to support you as best as I can. If you don't want that, I have to let you go. And other people is gonna have their way with you. If they could help you, hey, God bless them. But that's why I stand with that. I'm not gonna enable your addiction.
Yeah, I don't believe in enabling. I think that could also pull you down. I think
Exactly right.
there's a difference between sympathy and empathy.
Right.
Sympathy is you bring a ladder to them to climb to you. You don't go to them and like go to their level and put
Yeah.
yourself in harm's way.
Yeah, I stopped doing that. Once I see, once I see you're not trying to help yourself and you just keep on playing the same tug of war back and forth, I pull myself back from you. I'm When I see you out there, I still love you, but I'm not gonna love you to death no more.
Yeah, it's hard because you care about these people and you want the best for them, and you
Right.
see a lot of potential in them,
Facts,
but it's
exactly.
up to them.
And you're helpless because you want to do it for them, but you can't. And then
Yeah,
you help a person, you see them go through the whole process of getting clean, then they come out, then they go right back to the lifestyle again because it was what we wanted from them. It was not what they wanted. So I learned a lot in this doing this. I learned a lot. People have to
yeah,
want it themselves.
yeah. I think it takes a. I think like a lot of the people you meet in Kensington, like their past, they've had such like a big past. So like by the time you see them, they already went through so much.
Tell me about it. Years and years of trauma. How can
Yeah,
you expect a person who does interview to erase a person who got years and years of trauma built up? That's impossible. Even a therapist can't do it.
yeah. It takes like a lot of effort to get that person to change, and
A
I
village,
think
right? A village to get
yeah,
help one person get clean. It takes a village to help
yeah.
one person. Hmm.
I think the politicians, I think, are the ones that kind of control like the drug. Like I'm not saying I don't want to get in politics, but I think the politicians like are in control of Kensington more than like the people. So they're in charge of how Kensington is. So they
Facts.
should be the ones like trying to
Yeah,
prove why we elected you instead of like allowing things to
exactly.
continue.
And I tell people exactly what you said. The problem that's happening in Kensington, don't blame the people that own drugs. Blame the people who are in charge, the city leaders. Those are the people who are responsible for watching that whole situation in Kensington and sweeping it under the rug. They are the one responsible for what's going on in Kensington. Because if they want to stop it, they can stop it. They can apply a
Yeah,
lot. Yeah, they can apply a lot of effort to stop what's going on. But Kensington is like a wasteland. People
they
come over there.
yeah.
That's what it is.
It is a wasteland. It's like a black hole, like you said. It's there's nothing there. It's just like a place where people come to lose everything, lose their life, and it's like they're at uh they're at their bottom basically, and they can't really get the strength to get out of there. I've heard people get interviewed who've stayed there for 5, 10, 20 years, and
Right? Tell
they
me
never
about it.
left. And I'm like, how do you stay there for that long and never decide, well, this ain't for me. It's just really bad. But I don't know. It's very strange. I think there's maybe they're possessed. I don't know. There's something strange going on with some people. Some
When
people are not wired the same.
Yeah, it's a lot of mental illness out there too.
Mm-hmm.
Mental illness is a big key into a lot of chaos that goes on out there. And those things are not being addressed as it should. Like I said, they need to apply more effort. Just like how they apply all that effort and people wearing the mask, people getting vaccinated. Apply that same effort on your people in America. Apply that same effort and people will have a chance at recovery.
Yeah, it's a tough battle to fight with no help. Basically, they're giving them needles and crack pipes for safety and protection, and that's
Hmm.
good and all because like a country like Russia, they don't have a needle exchange, so they have
Right.
high HIV rates
See?
because they keep
Right.
reusing it. I think I heard 2% of
Mhm.
the Russian population has HIV. I think it was like 2 million people have HIV in Russia because they don't have like
Needle
needle
exchange, huh?
exchange.
And that's
Yeah.
why, and that's the only thing I give it up to prevention point because that's the only situation I look at that needles because if it wasn't for those needles, it would be a health hazard out here with
Oh
people
yeah.
all.
Oh yeah.
It'll be a nightmare. So
Yeah,
you
you would
know,
have a bunch of HIV people, and they're not going to take medicine, so they're going to get
mm,
AIDS. And then you're going
nope.
to have the hospitals are going to be filled, the
Mm,
ambulance is going to be called
mm-hmm.
round the clock.
Yep.
It's going to be like
It'll be a
super
nightmare.
expensive. Yeah, it'd be a
Yep.
nightmare. Family members will have to see, like
Yep.
Alyssa's mom, she has to be her 24-hour carer for her and like bandage her up, help her take her to doctors and take care of her and just see how one person affected by just getting burned. I mean, imagine getting AIDS or getting
Right.
HIV and having to take medicine and you're an addict. So it'd
And
be a hectic.
right, the guy who used to rape women back in Kensington, the Kensington Strangler, he was
Hmm.
a very young, a young guy, but he was messing with the prostitutes in Kensington. He got AIDS and he got mad, so he started killing the prostitutes in Kensington because
Oh,
one of the girls get him AIDS, so he went on.
wow.
Yep,
I didn't know that. I
Kensington
thought he
Strangler.
was so he took his anger out.
Yep,
Yeah, I see that now.
yep.
So he lost he felt like he lost his life and
Mm-hmm.
so he just took out his anger. Yeah,
Yep.
that's sad. I thought it was a different story. I thought he was just an evil person.
Uh, dudes came out here and he got caught up and he got mad that
Hmm.
one of the girls gave it to him, so he just went and started killing all the stuff on
Yeah,
his spree.
there's a
Sad.
lot of there's a lot of. I mean, they have the HIV truck prevention truck that comes to Needle Park and they test all the women
Yeah,
and all the women, like a lot of women come back positive and they go back to
yeah,
prostitute. I don't know
yeah.
how
Oh,
they get away with that. I don't
I,
know. That sounds very illegal to me. I mean, prostituting is illegal, but to prostitute with HIV is
right.
gotta be like attempted murder.
If you have an addiction, you don't care about nothing. You don't.
Mm,
That's the whole thing. Some of these women tell the guys, "Listen, enter at your own risk," and some of these guys still go in it.
yeah, that's crazy. I don't know. It's a weird place. It's a crazy place. I don't know how you do it.
It's
You're a
haunted.
ninja.
Yo,
You
it's
walk
haunted.
around.
I
It's
have to,
haunted.
brother. I have to walk around like a ninja because that place is haunted. It's
Oh yeah.
a lot
I
of
went
people.
there and
Yeah.
I could feel the energy. You could feel the energy when you just walk there. It's just like
Hmm.
it just
Yeah.
suffocates you. It binds you, you
Hmm.
know.
And you can't even be out there for too long because anything can happen to you when you once you step your foot out there. Any you can get hit by a straight bullet. You can get hit by somebody coming with a car, nodding off. So
Mm.
many risks out there when you enter that environment.
Yeah, crossfire. You could get caught in a crossfire. I mean, you don't even have to be the target
Nope. Look what
and you could
happened
get hit.
couple days ago. People got nine people got shot and in
At
the
Jack's
park.
bar.
Yeah, and at the park somebody got shot, and so many. You hear stories of women being tied up. They're finding bodies of women inside warehouses with their eyes cut out and
What?
their eyes sewn back. Like, yeah, it's a
That's crazy.
person.
Is that true though? I don't.
A
That
lot of
sounds
people
crazy to
talk.
me.
I wouldn't. I believe it. I believe it, brother.
Yeah,
Yeah, I have heard some horrible stories what goes on in Kensington, but
that's crazy.
the cops is not gonna be. They're not gonna talk about it
That
because
sounds like Jeepers Creepers.
even the girl Kate from a father's heartbreak,
Yeah,
she got caught up in a warehouse, but
in a
got
warehouse.
yeah,
Wow.
a young man took her into a warehouse and he had another woman in a cage in a warehouse already. He took
Oh
her
my
there.
God.
Yeah, but
Wow.
she got lucky and she escaped and they the cops came and the dude got locked up and she testified against the guy. And
Wow.
right. So it's a lot of places like that in Kensington, them warehouses, man. They got bodies in all those empty, vacant warehouses because people want to do drugs, they'll go off with anyone. They
Uh,
don't know. Yeah.
I guess it's like serial killer type people that
Oh, serial killers, traffic, trafficking people
human
out there. Also,
trafficking.
yeah, human trafficking out there. So many, all the worst things you can think of goes on in Kensington.
Yeah, that's crazy. They just grab them up, I guess, because they go
Yeah,
into cars, like
yep,
random people's cars,
yep. People
and they
fall, yeah, people nod out. They nod out on the street, and those guys just come and just grab them, put them in their truck, and dip off with them. So many families are looking for their daughters. So many people, have you seen
Mm.
my daughter? Have you seen my daughter? I'm like,
Oh
I'm
shit.
sorry. Yeah, so many girls are missing. So many from Kensington.
Yeah. I don't even know. It seems like new people keep showing up and replacing the ones that
Always.
go missing. It's
It's like
crazy.
it's like a bus. It's like a Greyhound bus drops off people every day to Kensington. New people every day get drops off to Kensington. People in their car coming from out of town to Kensington because of the drugs.
It's like that train too. It's like they get off that
Yep.
L
The Damon
and it's
Trio.
like a
Yep.
bunch of new people.
Yep. That's why I say every day is a bus load of people that get dropped off to Kensington. Every day.
Oh man. Then they set up a camp or a tent. I don't know. It's like a lot of abandoned buildings they set up in, they sleep in. And I
Yeah.
think they sleep at the park because they got the free samples there. Like the little areas that you see people camping at is
Oh yeah.
because they know they could get the free samples or
Facts.
they could get drugs for free over there.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's like much more easier. They get free clothing, free food, then free samples where they sit. So that's why they congregate in certain areas and spaces and like Needle Park.
Right.
So it's the the drug dealers like they don't care. They just trying to make a buck and they don't care who they put at risk. But I feel like they put too much uh contaminants in the drugs they're selling. It shouldn't be tranquilizer, fentanyl, or any of this crap inside the drugs. It should just be just give them what they want, which is heroin, and
Well, it's
don't like
expensive.
let them lose their life over that.
It's expensive. That's why they're not giving people heroin anymore because it's too expensive. And fentanyl is 50 times potent than you know what they was having before. So it's like a more potent high, and it's easier to manufacture.
Mm-hmm.
Is right in the lab. So all these guys that are out there are being their own chemists. They're making their
Oh
own
yeah.
thing. Yeah, they're being their own chemists. So putting meat tenderizer. I heard people have said they put Comet, the stuff that you clean the bathtub with,
Oh
Comet,
God.
pink,
Comment.
yeah, pink, Comet, pink thinners, all
Oh
kinds of things
man.
these people are putting in the bags. And these people,
Oh God.
a lot
And
of
you inject
people,
that.
yeah, because a lot of people who used to use heroin, they didn't know they're shooting fentanyl. They still think they shooting heroin. I'm like, it's not heroin. You're shooting fentanyl, brother. There's no more heroin out here. And a lot of them got addicted to that because they thought it was heroin. Sad.
Yeah. And they go through withdrawal after like 3 hours
Oh yeah.
after like one shot. And so they
Yep.
just keep chasing it and chasing and chasing it. And then
Yep.
they give themselves like infections and then
So,
they don't have any money for food, so then they're malnourished.
yep. It's full
So
time
then they're
job.
not sleeping,
Hmm.
and then it's just like they get run down very easily.
It's a horrible way to live, man. When you chasing one thing, when you losing everything just for one thing, that's a horrible way to live. But that goes
Yeah,
to
they
tell
have to
you,
pause. Gotta pause and just think, look around and just say, well, I don't like my surroundings. I don't like how my arms look. I don't like who I'm like meeting every day. It's like they gotta make that choice. Like this is not for me. I'm better than this. Like I like the story of Rocky Balboa, how he came from nothing and just like he just kept on fighting and climbing and climbing and building himself up to
hmm
get to become champion. And I feel like that should be how everybody should look up to him in Kensington and say that's how I want to be, because that's like the most inspirational story is to just you go from nothing to something, and everybody has that ability. No
but
one yeah.
it's society, man. Society makes things harder for people who have been in trouble, those who have been involved with drugs, those who have ruined their records in the past,
Mm-hmm.
being young and dumb. Society messed it up for you when you finally realize that you was being young and dumb. You want to fix your life now. It's hard because you have done damage in the past, and they holding that against you still in the present. So
Yeah.
that's what a lot
It,
of people out there are homeless because they can't find a good job. if you find a job, you're working paycheck by paycheck because they're not giving you enough money to to live. You're just getting enough money to survive.
Yeah. Like for me, like yeah, I think it's hard. It's hard out there. People have felonies on their
Exactly.
record, and then you go with resume, you don't have a history, like a job
Yep.
history, and
Mm-hmm.
then you got a felony, and then it says you went to prison, and you're
Yep.
trying to better your life, and they say no. But there are places in Philadelphia that give you chances. But
Yeah.
Philadelphia is expensive, It's an
Yep.
expensive city. So that's why people move though.
It's very hard, man. A lot of people are just waiting on income tax before they can even buy something for themselves. That's how hard the world is becoming. People are depending on income tax or checks from the government just to pay their bills because it's so hard to live in 2022. It's going to get so hard as the future, go up. It's going to get so hard as it's going to be rich people and the poor people. They're going to die, or else they just going to
Mm.
terrorize. They're going to
Well,
terrorize the rich people.
well, like for groceries, right? Groceries went up because the price of gasoline went up, so then the groceries skyrocketed, and now it's like super expensive to uh to buy like chicken or just like meat. That's expensive.
Right.
So you get vegetables that's expensive, fruits that's expensive. But then if you go like a place like Kensington, you can't get like whole fruits and vegetables. There's no like uh like good grocery store nearby.
Even
So
if
you
you
have
go to the pantry trying to get some food from the pantry to church. They're gonna give you Aspire food stuff that got mold on it.
yeah,
Grain, they're gonna give you incredible hog looking pretzel with mold all on it. Cause I have
really?
had it, bro. I have went to the pantry to get food, and it was a lot of expired food. They're giving people over there. They're giving people stuff that's expired, man. They even giving
That's
it
crazy.
to their kids and everything.
Expired food.
Aspire food. I'm telling you, Aspire
What's
food.
the point of even giving out? That's not even up to safety house standards. I could never give that to somebody. That's
And,
crazy.
and these people go to the pantry at like 7 o'clock. They have to be there at like 9 o'clock. That's when the doors open. But you have to be there at 7 o'clock, and they'll have you wait outside for hours. Then they open up the door just to give you Aspire food. And then they act like they
Oh
doing
God.
yeah. Then they act like they doing you such a huge favor. You want this? Yeah, I came home with a pretzel with a big incredible hog mole on the back of that. I didn't even know I was about to eat it. And
Oh man.
and everything else that I pulled up was not good. I'm like, how are you giving people expired food?
Yeah, that's
That's
not
yeah,
fair.
yeah, people are getting sick.
You can't make people sick and expect them to come back. They're just gonna go out and like rob stores then for food.
For some
They're gonna
people,
do whatever they can.
but some people don't have no. Some people, even though everybody have a choice, but some people are so in need of food that they have to go there every Tuesday. Those people are there every Tuesday waiting
Mm,
outside, rain, snow. They're out there waiting for that free food, and it's expired.
wow, that's sad.
And that's the world we living in.
Well, I have a book called Free Food and Free Medicine, and it's just edible plants you eat out in the wild.
Hmm.
And you could actually eat like dandelions. You just have to like wash it with like hydrogen peroxide and other stuff, but you could eat
Yeah,
anything out in the wild, and it's all healthy for you, so you never get sick.
nice.
And
Yeah.
if people learn how to do, if people were more self-sufficient, then they wouldn't be like so at the mercy of the services that exist, because the
Oh, that would be
services are
nice.
broken.
Definitely. That would be nice if people can get trained on how to, make their own food. And a lot of people want to do it, but they need to get trained. Some people don't even have a place to do it. They need a place to live first, and then the shelters is all backed up. People are on
Mm,
waiting list to get a bed. Why are these things not being, you know,
like small
being
houses,
yeah,
you know.
these things. Oh, look at all the abandoned buildings in Kensington. These places are supposed to be opened up to house these people and
I
go
think they
in the
got bought up by investors, and they're
man.
gonna, yeah,
Sad,
they're all owned, and
sad.
they boarded them up. I think like if you want to grow your own food, you get like a freight container and you could actually grow like a basic, you don't even need like 10 acres of land. You get like two freight containers and you could grow like the same amount of food just in a freight container. I
Man,
mean,
that's
that's what like Elon Musk's brother does. He's like into like organic growing of farming and growing food. And you just there's like all ways around it.
that's the
I mean,
best way, bro. That's the
you could
best
get
way.
free. You could also get free energy generators. You could build those. You get free energy. You don't have to
Hmm.
pay any bills for energy. Like they want to make you. They want to charge like for heating and air conditioning ridiculous amounts. Electricity. You get a free energy generator. You get the parts. You get the instructions. You could build those for like a few thousand, and then you always have free energy. And then like, you could do the same
Yeah,
for a car. You don't have
getting
to run it on gasoline.
it's just
And,
that the poor people don't have that money. You know, that's the thing. These people who are in
mm,
poverty, people who are living in the trenches in the struggle, they don't have that.
yeah,
They
they
trying to
gotta
pay.
treat it like they gotta be more than like they gotta be better at like camping. Then like they should keep things more insulated, more clean, and well, like with cooking, right? You could take a metal. There's all kinds of like ways to just be um like kind of just like off the grid living. You just do everything on your own. And a lot of those people in Kensington, I always thought like they should all just live off the grid for a while or go to like a rehab off the grid. They always talk about they need to get away from
Hmm.
Kensington. That's the only way they're gonna get sober. If they go to rehab and recovery house in Kensington, then they're gonna relapse and then they're just gonna be back where they started. So they have this defeatist mindset going into recovery. Like some people, they take Xanax and Suboxone,
Yeah,
but that doesn't that's not like good for everybody.
right.
Yeah. So I don't know I don't know the solution. I don't have a solution. I have opinion
I think
about that.
the solution is for the leaders who are in that area for them to put their foot down and apply effort. They're not applying effort. They're not applying enough effort in Kensington. That's why it's like that. There's nowhere in the world where in America and that place is looking like a third world country. In America, the land of milk and honey, there's no possible way unless there wasn't a different agenda.
Yeah. It's all meant to be like this. I mean, they
Yeah.
want chaos. They want to have a thing called there's a thing called uh what's it called? They want to have they want to have a permanent underclass. That was their goal, to have a permanent underclass so it keeps the middle class scared and then it keeps the rich people at the top in control. So that's what Kensington is, a permanent underclass. And also it's also a horrible place. It's demonic. I mean, it's just the opposite of what America is about, which is love, joy, and happiness.
People need to apply more effort, man. That's all I need. That's all I see. That's the only solution to this problem is people need to love those people more like they were their own son or daughter. If they will apply that effort into Kensington, like those people were their own sons and daughter out there,
Yeah,
that place would be a whole lot better, man. But look, it's all about money. You know, they want the money because without all the stuff going on out there, it wouldn't be the cops wouldn't have a job, and you
yeah.
know the hospital would be people will be not having a. It's all like you. I feel like it's designed. You know, it's the system. The system has everything to
It's
do
a
with it.
broken system.
It need to be uprooted and thrown away and replanted again because it's really broken.
Yeah. I mean, it's been like this for decades, but it just got worse the last like 6, 7 years because of the fentanyl.
Yeah, because hundreds of thousands of people are dying. Hundreds of thousands. And what about the ones unaccounted for? That's just the ones that they have bodies for 100,000, and it's more each year from fentanyl epidemic.
Hundreds of thousands.
Yep, hundreds of thousands of people are dying every year,
I
especially
thought it was just 100,000.
100,000.
Oh,
Since the epidemic started, it have gotten even worse. More people have OD, more people have got hooked back on drugs, more people lost their job, so they resorted back to using drugs because they're bored. They don't have a lot of people got all this money from the government, PUA, blew it on drugs. A lot of them died. Come on.
it's like they killed their spirit. That was their goal.
The
So
system know what
they
they
weak
doing.
they weaken your spirit so you go and use drugs that they made to kill you. And then they don't have to worry about you anymore.
And
That's how
now
they deal with you.
oh, everybody wear masks, right? Everybody wear masks during COVID. What has the mask been doing? So man, everybody wearing masks now. And look what happened. So many people getting killed by people wearing masks. So all this is designed by the system. Can nobody
Yeah, it's
tell me
like
no
they
other
have
way?
it's multiple it's just a weird, strange time we're living in. And addiction, it seems like nothing's being done about Kensington. Like the elected officials aren't doing anything, the district attorney's not doing anything, the mayor's not doing anything. They're just like encouraging this. They're like, we want to decriminalize drugs, and that's what they did. And they don't act like they're gonna change it in any shape, way, or form. So they're just gonna keep it the way it is.
Right, exactly. Like you said, it's been like this for decades, but it has gotten worse, and it's going to get even worse if people don't continue to speak up and talk about it and expose it. It's a wildfire. That's what it is right now. It's a wildfire, and the people who are suffering are the people who are in poverty, the people who have messed up records, the people, even the ones who are not like that, they're ruining their life, coming down to the level of those people who don't have nothing,
Yeah,
because it doesn't discriminate. It can happen to anyone.
yeah. I mean, like, I know a guy. I read this guy's book about he was in death row and he was innocent. And I actually emailed him. He went to death row and he was innocent. He was beating himself up about being on death row and he didn't do anything wrong. And he was getting destroyed in there, and he had to change his mindset. He had to start talking to himself better, start being kinder to himself, and start being his own best friend. And I think if everybody down there became their own best friend and stopped beating themselves up every day,
Right.
then they would start feeling better about themselves and start feeling more energy. They're lacking energy to go and change. I think any if you want to make a change in your life, you're going to need energy. And they don't have energy because they use all their energy chasing the high,
Yep.
thinking about it, not sleeping, I
Hmm.
mean, not eating right. So they don't have any energy to change.
Like a brother Ron, American, once said, "In my eyes, drugs are just a numbing agent to a deeper problem." Facts, facts, brother Ron.
100%. I think what happens when you do drugs is you have an intelligence, which is your mind, and you're always thinking, your mind's always on. So when you do drugs, you get below the intelligence, so you stop thinking. You get away. It's like you take a step back from your mind when you take a drug. So that's what a lot of those people are doing. They're getting below the intelligence. You could also do it with food. You get below the intelligence. If you pause and relax and then like think in a more happier, loving way and be more joyful, and have like a Christ consciousness type of way of thinking, then you could get above the consciousness. I mean, you could get above the intelligence and you could not be affected by it anymore. But people take drugs and food to get below it.
Yeah, it's a
And
never
that,
ending. It's never ending, brother. It's a never ending struggle. Once you have done it, it's always going to be on your back. Once you have picked up a drug or whatever it is, I don't care if you're 20 years clean, that is always going to be at your back waiting for you to just slip up.
yeah, I've been sober for 7 years and 4 months. But
Congratulations, brother.
thank you.
Mary said the drugs change the brain, and that's true. Drugs turn
It
it
rewires it.
yeah, it rewire your brain. it plug things that's not supposed to be plugged into other sockets. That's like it pull this plug out and plug into another socket,
It's
pull
all
that plug
twisted
out.
up.
Yeah, mess your whole brain up. And it's gonna take you a long time to unclog your brain from the drugs. Long
That's
time.
why long-term rehab is good, not short-term.
No.
And I think if you want to rewire your brain back to normal, you gotta get off the drugs and you gotta think positive thoughts and get away from the negatives. And only think
People
positive.
people, places and things. And that's the sad part because some people don't have nobody. They don't have nobody to
Mm,
give them support. They don't have nobody to be like, oh, you can do this. And these people are weak. So a lot of them, they just feel like helpless.
yeah, so they don't have energy to like,
Nope.
family and friends give you that energy, give you that boost. But when you don't have those things and you're on your own, you have to be
Mm-hmm.
your own energy source and you got to boost yourself up. And
And that's
when
hard.
you're ignorant and you don't have
Yeah.
like the stuff, you don't have the stuff to understand, you don't have everything at your disposal that could help you, then you're on your own. It's hard to be encouraged by others to get better.
Yeah.
It's a hard life. I've seen Nicole, like I was the one that would always see Nicole,
Yeah.
and she had
Sad.
a lot of mental problems, and I thought like she could change, but her mental problems were just too powerful. It
And
was
mix that
like,
with drugs, that's even worse. Mix that with drugs. Mental illness mixed with drugs. That's worse.
yeah, it was like she would say that was her medicine because that was the only thing that would help her brain because her brain was going through it and she couldn't handle her own thoughts
Hmm.
and she was suffering. And what they need to do for mental problems is give them medicine, give them something that could keep them level-headed at least, so that they could like get their lives together instead of like letting them go off into like I think what the elected officials want is they want people who already have mental problems to do everything on their own, to just live freely and try and figure everything out on their own
Yep, exactly.
and make choices on their own when they're incapable and they need help.
Mm-hmm. 100%. People need
I,
help.
yeah, I
Miss
feel
R,
like,
uh-huh.
yeah, what are you saying?
Miss R said an addict in normal society feels less than. An addict in the midst of Kensington feels free and in charge of his own life. You're absolutely right, Miss R. When you're in Kensington, it's lawless. You don't have you can be every corner you go on is drugs. You can find whatever it is. If you're an addict, Kensington is Disneyland for you. Disneyland of drugs. So she's absolutely right when you said you can feel free in Kensington. You don't have to worry about
Yeah,
when
I,
you live in a normal society with normal people and stuff looking at society, Kensington, you feel like you blend in with everyone else. So yeah, you have a point, Miss R.
well, yeah, no one judges you in Kensington. Everybody's in the same boat. So it's like you feel kind of comfortable with the chaos and everybody's like not really judging each other. So it's
Right,
like a
exactly.
comfort zone.
Because you know why? We all have something in common. Take that one thing away that we have in common, and we don't really have nothing in common.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I'm
Oh,
dropping the link, Sunshine. So Sunshine is gonna come up here.
all right, I would
She
drop
said
down.
she wanna, say some few things. But yeah, man, I really appreciate you guys. Shout out for you, enlightening us. We always
Yeah.
willing to
I love
learn
I
new
love what
things.
you do. I love your whole community. I love everything you do. I think it's all positive.
We're here to
And
make a difference.
yeah, I think you did. I think you helped a lot of people. You clothed a lot of people. You helped guided a lot of people, fed a lot of people.
And man,
And
it's not me, it's we,
we,
you too. Yeah, we out there. So it's us, we,
yeah,
Couldn't do this
yeah.
without you guys.
I did feed. I went to Kensington a bunch of times, and I fed people, and
And
it's
that's what we
definitely hard. You gotta be a ninja out there. You can't just
right. You can't be.
gotta
You
watch your
can't.
back.
It's a dangerous environment. You have to have lived there. The only reason why I'm able to do what I do because I lived there before. If I didn't live there, I'll be like terrified myself, you know. But I know how to move around in there. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, man, thank you so much, guys. Child, man, we're gonna link up again, brother. Thank you so much
Yep.
for your words of wisdom. All right,
Peace out,
peace
man.
out. All right, man, peace. Okay, we got Sunshine coming up, guys. Sunshine would like to. She said she got some things she'd like to share with us. Hey, how you doing, Sunshine? You back at it?
It's yeah, I'm sorry, Mel. I'm just going to come in for just a minute. As somebody that has suffered from bipolar for 24 years, I just turned 40 in May. I'm not ashamed to say I have a mental health problem. I am not saying that medication is for everybody. I want to make that clear before I make my statement because I know a lot of people are going to say it's not all about medication, this, that, and the other thing. Let me just give you my perspective, though. Medication is what has saved my life. I had addiction problems in my early 20s, and by the grace of God, I was able to walk away from it. But what I learned was that the drugs kept my mind quiet. And a lot of people, they will go on medication so short term, and then they will say, I'm okay now. I can live my life without this medicine. But I compare in a sense, and people might disagree or agree. My mental health is like alcoholics or drug addiction. I have to work every single day to
Mm,
stay sane, to stay well for my children, because I never want to go back to that life I lived. And it wasn't a Kensington life, but it was bad enough. I was around people, places that were very, very dangerous.
mhm,
So what my message is people need to understand that mental health is such a battle. And if you don't put the work into it, Mal, you're not
mhm,
going to get the results. Just like addiction,
mm,
alcoholism. It's like anything like that. And that's what I'm trying to get across is it's not as simple as, oh, get them mental health help. They have to
mhm,
want mental health help, bottom
mm,
line. And it's a lot of work. I
mm.
work it every day, Mel. Every
Right.
day I have to say to myself, I want to be mentally well. This is my mind playing tricks on me. This is my mind telling me that I should feel this way. And another thing a therapist told me that was very, very powerful that I want to share with the AML family. Really listen to this and take this in. Here's the statement: feelings aren't facts. Really think about that, Mel.
Mhm. Mm. That's
Feelings aren't
deep.
facts.
Yeah, I like that.
Yes,
That's
it
deep.
is.
You gotta put on your
It
thinking
is.
cap for that one. Yeah, that's how deep it is.
That's right. It sure is. So I'm not going to take up any more time. I was actually going to leave about 10 minutes ago. I just really enjoy the chat, and mental health is so near and dear to my heart. We
Mm,
have so many people suffering, but everybody that's in addiction has a core, more than likely, whether it's abuse, mental
mhm,
health. We
mm.
all have a story. I'm not
Yeah.
saying there's not addicts out there that don't necessarily get into it because of the wrong crowd or anything, but I
Mhm,
just want our brothers and sisters to know that mental health is not as simple as people think it is. I have
mhm,
worked so hard to be mentally well,
mhm,
so hard. And I got to take that medicine every single day, or I will go back in to my mind and try to listen to those demon thoughts.
mhm. Facts.
Yeah.
100. Yep.
So, like I said, I just want to leave everybody with it's just not as simple. Go get mental health. It's so much bigger than that. You have to work it like you work a program. You really
Amen.
do.
Amen. You absolutely right, Sunshine. That's 100% facts. It's a never-ending struggle, and you have to do it every day because if you slip up, you're gonna end up right back to where you came from. And then where you came from, where you at right now is where you work so hard to where you wanted to be. So you got to keep where you're at. Stay there.
And I am living, walking proof that your mental illness does not have to define who you are. Me
Mm,
being bipolar, I consider it a gift. I am beyond intelligent. It has given me so many gifts. Instead of putting a label on it and thinking you
Mm-hmm.
are your mental health diagnosis. You're so
Mm-hmm.
much bigger than your mental health diagnosis. And I just want to
Amen.
leave that right. I just
Woo!
want to, yes, thank you, Mel. I just
Yeah, I
feel so
felt that.
strongly about mental health. I really, really do. And I'm just grateful and thankful that I am where I am today because my mind tells me a lot of times, you hurt too much and maybe you would be better off if you weren't here. But I know that is not true. That is my mind playing tricks on me because I am loved and I am wanted and I am needed.
Amen. Oh wow. Yes, girl. Yes, you are, sunshine. You are the light in this world. Thank you so much for blessing us with your light. We needed that.
Thank you, Mel. If you ever need me to come up again and discuss mental health or anything like
Yes.
that, by all means, I would love to. I love to. If I can touch one person in that chat, I've done my job today.
Amen. Right? Amen. And you have
Amen.
you have touched more than one person, dear. So God bless you.
God bless you, Mel. Take care, stay safe, and we'll talk again soon.
All right. Thank you so much, dear. Thank you for your time again. You have a blessed
Thank
night.
you. You
All right.
too, honey.
Bye.
All right,
Okay.
bye.
Bye. Yo, that's what's up, right? Shout out to our girl Sunshine. She came through and you felt it. That's how passionate she was about it. When somebody is passionate about something, you can feel it. Like they'll lay their life on the line for what they believe in. And to me, she'll lay her life on the line for what she believes in. And that's a person who's a leader. That's a leader in life. That's not a follower, that's a leader, right? Stand for something. She's standing for that. I'm standing for this. You are standing for this. You are standing for that. Stand for something in life, right? Stand for something. Let's try to make the future a better place. Let's try to prevent future tragedies from happening. Let's try to open other people's ears because they are ignorant to a situation. We got to stop getting mad for people lack of knowledge because they are unaware. But hopefully they'll be willing to learn and not stay in the dark. Thanks to Valley Girl. Thank you so much for that, dear. May God bless you a billion times more. Thanks to each and every one of you wonderful people for having compassion. I wish it was billion of you in this world. This world would be so much brighter. But we're living in the dark times, and we have to, we are the leaders of this world. We trying to prevent future tragedies from happening. So like Sunshine said, we touch one. If we touch one person, that's that's a blessing. If you able to touch one person, because it's impossible for you to impact everyone. But whoever we're impacting and we're making a difference, and they're taking what they learned from us and applying it in their neck of the woods, that's what you should do. Take what you learn and apply it in your neck of the woods, right? Apply it in your area. You don't have to apply it in Kensington. Apply it in your daily life, in your neck of the woods. Life is very hard. The system is messed up. The system need to be uprooted and get planted all over again. A lot of stuff that the rules that was in place in the past, things have changed. Give people more chances. A lot of people want jobs. They cannot get a job because of their record. They have to wait. They have to wait for a phone call for months just for them to get a job because they did something in the past that following them in the future. Give people more chances. People make mistakes when they are vulnerable. People make mistakes when they are depressed. People make mistakes when they're back against the wall. It doesn't mean they're bad people. They just messed up. Some people are going to mess up 5 times. Some people are going to mess up 20 times. But one time they're going to get it right if you give them chances. Now I'm not talking about killing people. If you're killing somebody, that's a different story. But I'm talking about life, the struggle that come with life, you know? You out there in the streets in Kensington. The cops don't want you out there. Now the cops is kicking these people out. People that got tents, sleeping in parks, that's by the train station. The cops is on their job. They like getting rid of people. They breaking up encampments. They doing all these things. It's very hard. Life is very hard for people who have struggled with drugs, who have drugs on their record, who have drugs in their life. Life is hard for them. Life was hard for me because I knew what it was trying to get a job and having a felony on your record. You going into certain jobs, the job that you want, you can't get it because you have a felony on your record. Because of a drug felony, you can't get the job that you want because oh, you have this drug in your life, you're not going to get this job because we don't deal with people who touch drugs. So now your dreams is shattered. Now you have to go downgrade to do something you don't want to do. Your passion, you can't follow your passion because of your record. The cops come around early in the morning. You got to pack your stuff. They come up with these water trucks. The water trucks, they spraying, sanitizing the whole area. You got to go. They don't care where you going. You got to go. You got to go to the shelters. If not enough bed in the shelter, that's not their problem. You have to go somewhere else. It's hard to make money for a lot of people. A lot of people, it's hard to make money. A lot of people don't have good education. A lot of people don't have skill. They don't have a trade. They dropped out of high school. How are they going to survive? All the good paying job, you got to have a skill. You got to have knowledge of, you know, it for you to have to pay your bills. You can't even survive in 2022. Rent is so high. It's trying to make money. It's trying to make money is hard, especially for when you start to get older. It's not like you're 7, 19, 20 no more. No. When you after 35 years old, going in your 40s, life starting to get harder for you. People got health problems. People got things that's preventing them from working a regular job. A lot of jobs want you to use physical labor. Some people, they have medical issues. They can't do physical work. What do those people get? They get left out. It's hard to survive. It's hard to survive, guys. It's very hard out here. Okay, guys, we about to wrap it up, but thank you so much to everyone who took their time to join me tonight. You guys are all amazing. We'll be back. I haven't been feeling good. I've been under the weather, but I'm still out there helping our people out because that's more important to me than anything. So thank you guys so much for all your help. God bless you guys for the opportunities that you have given me, the opportunities that you have given other people on this channel. You guys are amazing. Not a lot of people will give you opportunity, but you guys have given us so many opportunities. And we pray that people would take advantage of the opportunity in a good way and don't try to abuse our kindness in this chat because a lot of people try to abuse our kindness for weakness and you're going to get exposed eventually. All right, guys. So thank you so much again for your time. Let's pray for our girl Alyssa. Let's pray for all our other brothers and sisters who are in the struggle, that they'll be able to get that moment of clarity. That way they'll be able to break free. Let me put this last thing up before we roll out. Hold on one second, guys. Take me off the screen real quick. Let's pray for our girl Alyssa. If you just coming into the chat, we give a backstory on our girl Alyssa, what led her down this road and her current situation. Unfortunately, she's back. She have left her mother house. She's no longer in Florida anymore. Her mom says she should be back in Kensington any day now. So let's continue to pray for her. We can see it's not easy for her now due to the fact she's not The person who she used to look at when she looked in the mirror, she has become a totally different person. So she's like really going through it. And now this is the time she's going to get more into her addiction then because she feels like, you know, what do I have to live for? What do she have a beautiful daughter? But that's what addiction does. Addiction don't care about that. It don't care if you almost die. It don't care nothing about your personal life. All it wants is your soul. It wants you. Eventually, it wants you to die. That's the ultimate goal in addiction. Eventually, his ultimate goal is to kill you. But before he do that, he's gonna make sure he put you through hell and put people that's rolling with you. He's gonna put them through hell too. So we talked about this the current situation with Alyssa, and we thought that she was gonna learn. Though we thought that this was gonna be her rock bottom, that injury. So it's devastating hearing that she left and she back on her way to Philadelphia. I'll be on the lookout for her. Just guys, just please pray. It's the least I can ask you guys to do is pray. It's tough. But we pray that, she'll hopefully she turn back. I'll be so happy if I can get a message from her mom or a message from somebody who said, "Oh, Alyssa didn't go. She went back home to her mom. She decided to, to fight harder." That'll be the happiest news ever for me today, but it's gonna be hard having to go into bed and find out and knowing the fact that she's not where she's supposed to be at. And every one of us are helpless. We are powerless to help her. We can't do nothing. We can't save her. We can't fix her. All we gotta do is just love her and pray for her. So, guys, I'm just gonna leave 1 minute, and I want everyone, all my prayer warriors, to please pray for her. Right? Pray for her and pray for her mom. Let's go. Okay, guys, thank you so much for the prayers. I'm sure Alyssa, wherever she's at right now, she's feeling your words and she's feeling your prayers. And the family is also feeling the love. And we pray that, we'll hear a good news from Alyssa. But for now, we'll continue praying. So, AML family, I want to tell you guys thank you so much for your time tonight. Remember, without the difficult times in your life, you wouldn't be who you are today. So be grateful for the good and the bad. I love you guys. Don't be bitter, be better. Until next time, your boy Mal Lewis, AML Films, and we out there. Peace out.